Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, Fambuleona, welcome back to yet another very important segment with the Country the Talking Point platform. My name is Mohamed Kagbo. Today is a wonderful day as we do live coverage of Dr. Samura Kamara in declaration for lead the almighty APC back for 2023 general elections. In the studios, I get some guests there, very important personalities there, where there's a good join for do the analysis. And apart from that, in this program, we also try for explain and present to na udana really some Samura. The reason why we take this time for explain to people, because we don't get thousands of calls, explanations, different stories, and people and they actually were not able to understand or know exactly the 30 days. So man able know the role where Samura don't play in the political realm, the political environment of Sierra Leone. Today we get people who are familiar with the good did some way Dr. Samura Kamara don't do for Salon, and an opportunity for you for let you able at least understand and know say yes indeed this person deserve for rule Salon. I will introduce me colleague here quickly, Mr. Kanu. Mr. Kanu, you go greet people there quickly.
Yeah, Fambule una Kabo, una Kushe, una Adudis, na una Yompikin, Yusuf, we currently in the UK.
Thank you very much. So let we go quickly first now the place. Let we go quickly first. Let we see what they happy now the McKinney town there. Let we join Timothy.
This is a live update from Dr. Samura Kamara. Today now the 12th of February. One universal sound that they get loud and clear within live on Facebook now. And so we did do for time.
Yes, Fambule, una go be we don't una no say Salon the internet not too strong, and once in a while we get for to get this sort of like interruption, but we go do best for make sure say the feed can tune directly. Yeah, Mr. Alex, you listen with the winner. You go greet people who they listen fine, right?
Yes, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning. And all my name is Alex Smith, man at the face behind Dr. Samura Supporters blog. And glad for talk to we all within Ayasu. We the live within this panel, we the candidate for can witness this event. The event now the declaration of Dr. Samura Kamara as flag bearer and eventually president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. We all the hope and we all believe say the next president, the next man in the State House, now Dr. Samura Wilson Kamara, the man we deserve the position right now, the man we get patient, the man we Sierra Leoneans the leg, we Sierra Leoneans believe say he will deliver them from Jesus Madabiu. We don't take the country to this particular stage where it is so today, where we don't almost become a pariah state. A pariah state that a state, for example, where the world, let me say, the rest of the world don't avoid, they don't try to abandon them, look down on them, nor they even try for even notice them for shows for let them know say that they exist. So far, for now, I just want to introduce myself again to Unamina Alex Smith, where they behind Dr. Samura Supporters blog. And today we get a lot for Teluna, but Dr. Samura Kamara, because what I find out, the last couple of years, plenty people they will not know exactly what is Dr. Samura Kamara don't do na salon. But me then I today for tell Luna, for tell the audience, for tell the followers them, for tell Sierra Leoneans them, and beyond that, you know, start for me them know exactly what Dr. Samura Kamara don't do and what is the plan for do for the country where it takes State House 2023, June 24. I thank you very much. For now.
All right, thank you very much for the succulent introduction, Mr. Alex Smith. So, family, so we're not gonna forget the opportunity for call. We'll set up the line now. We're not go call and we're not go get to our voice hard on the program. We get for making in 3 parts. First, we get for the get the feed from Salon. Now, McKinney, the thing where they happen right now for Lona, so they see what they happen. And secondly, we get for Guna the background about this gentleman, Dr. Samura, and after that, we get for Guna again the third part of it. What in Samura plan for G Salon, for Salon more. So we're not gonna say, let we play for us something for what's on our appetite quickly now.
The kabudu don't grab back. Inside a kabudu day, the good one in day, and the bad one in bad day.
And we all know how we can't see on day now. If it's sweet, our. If it's sour, you sabi. Now you wondering know if you dey eat well full or you dey sleep hungry. You where you sus, and you go know if you dey born.
We the people and then get for help safe now. If we vote for good leader, we get love for the country and the people of Salon. We all go better. If we vote man, we come for can't take. Well, he left to me. Now we get for super.
I know ever you vote na me life, I go ibam this time, I sweat to me life. If I know ever vote na me life, I go vote this time, I sweat to me life. Ranka politician, no they can't ruin me life. Salon too sweet, so I enjoy my life. I am Peter, no they can't ruin me life. Salon too sweet, so I enjoy my life. Me vote na me life, me vote na me life. So me wondering vote for two tapa. Me vote na me life, me vote na me life. So me wondering vote for one bad. Me vote na me life, me vote na me life. Say because we born a McKinney, me vote na me life, me vote na me life. Say because we born a Kenem.
I want him to love mama ki at the bar.
So we will make query.
Match my continent of what you want to move.
Tell the people.
Say the song says I'm coming to back the car. But in the circle of the Fasuka Korean to man.
Tell me, boy, make query.
Can I come back there? I'm not yet. Tell no problem. Make the door come. Would they get me there? Makata Matimba. Minel. Munang. I want meet them. I want them. I want them. Fatomes at them. So like I'm a Makata Matimba. I want them to me, Mamma. So like I'm a
me putting on me life, me putting on me life. So me wondering vote for two tapa. Me putting on me life, me putting on me life. So me wondering vote for one bad. Me putting on me life, me putting on me life. But say because we born a McKinney. Me putting on me life, me putting on me life. But say because we born a Kenny.
We want to see changes from the grass to the roots. With manifestos, mega plans for the youth. We tire with the lies, now we stand for the truth. We need chef, we go change the taste of the soup. Why? With them read for shape t-shirts and I shall be for go rally. Then go member we. After election and take power, give the power them. When we talk them for them, but we. Then go give we beat a cola for go campaign. Where they win them and the family pop champagne. We no go fet for no politician again. This time we go land. We no one die campaign. Mind box side diamond now we land. For pay fee for no get dime na in hand. We want more youth, a woman then a power. Parliament, a cabinet, more man in a power.
Me putting on me life, me putting on me life. So me wondering vote for two.
Okay, so family, now we can quickly and try for Guna a background information about this gentleman where possibly will be the next president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, based on all other factors where we don't see. Now, you remember in 2018, there was a slogan that said, "We not Sabia." This was like a widespread. There's we not Sabia. We not Sabia. But now the Samura, we don't Sabia and pass Sabi. Now, quickly no more, Dr. Samura Kamara, now a Sierra Leonean politician, were also an economist. And if we go down, we try for see what this gentleman don't do. He don't work as a Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation from 2012 to 2017. And he also don't be a Minister of Finance and Economic Development, Finance and Economic Development from 2009 to 2013. You also don't be Bank Governor of Sierra Leone from 2007 to 2009. And he also don't be a financial secretary in the Ministry of Finance during the President Tijan Kabani administration. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara, them born on a Kamalo, where for a lot of people they don't know, but for now, for they who put on record, them born na Kamalo, carrying a district northwestern province of Sierra Leone. Where we know say this partner be part of will be the colony of United Kingdom. And in Papa, in name Pa Jibril Kamara, we inside them born na Mawoko village near Rotuk and Magbenti village, Bere Junction, Mafoki Chiefdom, Potloko district. In Mama na name Yambompore Kamara, where people in a commonly call Nikanu, and also that they them in an indigenous of Kamalo and Sanda Chiefdom as well. Dr. Samura Kamara received in early education now UCC in Bo. You can bring for now some of the how this important now UCC Bo when at the south, and he continue education at St. Edward Secondary School in Freetown and live na Montego Street at the east part of the country. And I be active supporter of football, and I be a man like for goalkeeper and a goalkeeper elect for the behind for defend. You know, we all know how goalkeeper then can suffer. So this man don't it seems not defender, you know, it don't become a defender from where you know even knows himself you can reach this peak. You can imagine that. And he also proceed in education now from Bay College, where he gets a degree in economics. That was 1972, and he hold a PhD in development economics 1986 from the Bangor University in Wales, United Kingdom. And Dr. Kamara also then be appointed as a program manager for World Bank for the structural support development program in the country. We also serve as a financial secretary during the part of the NPRC. So this is not a summary of this policy. If you check the roles, the important positions, the contribution where this land make it so huge in the country. But again, I go come to quickly to Mr. Alex. Let explain to we what's in how then genealogy in terms of the development, in terms of the expertise, in terms of experience, in terms of the area where this gentleman don't occupy in the governance structure of Sierra Leone. How, when you, let's say, you know, an employer, if you're looking for somebody with experience, what does this mean for you? If you look for somebody, like you get two candidates now for the compare Mother Bio and resume, we count Samura in resume, we pull tribal politics away, we pull a regional, we pull for say this na party bizo, we do am purely for Sierra Leone. If you get two resume of them kind of people here, which one you go for? Which one you go actually vote for? Now maybe sometime we go if we count Madabio resume, we all know not to we hide, you know. You go jump in quickly on this. How you go take this them people? How you go employ them people here? Okay, Fambule, sorry, before you answer, Law week out Timothy. I think Timothy don't can live. He did live now. Fambu, Law. Okay, Mr. Alex, you go continue whilst we wait for Timothy. Who dare you? No, I think you mute. You mute. You mute the unmute. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Alex. Mr. Alex, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. We're not hear you. Unmute yourself. No.
Hello?
Yes, we
Yeah.
get no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, comrade, just here, you don't talk. The question we ask is if we compare the two people, the two potential, we talk about when are the potential flag bearers, as they say, and incumbent president of Julius Madabio. If we compare them, we all know, say, after the NPRC, Julius Madabio, we say he go study overseas. That's one. He go US, from there we all know what happened there. He can UK, he live there for some time. According to him, according to Julius Madabio, and the one the way they write for him, way they in the SFP could say as then on social media. Then tell me say Julius Madabio study, he do business, he gets a degree, you understand? But if that's not what they tell we, and what Julius Madabio, President Biosef say to the people of Sierra Leone. So if you compare these people for here, Dr. Samura Kamara with a vast experience, not only in a salon, but he don't work for international organizations. Then he come in a salon, he served the country for over 25 years, and then at the civil service, he don't serve several governments, including Ahmed Jankaba late, including the NPRC days. He served them. You know, it don't in the financial sector as an economist. It don't in the finance sector. It don't in the governance. It don't know which are the problems of this country. It don't serve as minister of finance. It don't serve as foreign minister. It don't serve, you know, in various capacities. You understand? So if you compare them two people here, for example, for me on side, you understand, a man with a vast experience. So a man who we all know say this, you don't in London 25 years, you don't get a job. You understand? If you compare them to people here, well, you don't need for deny, you don't need for talk plenty. Of course, now Dr. Samura Kamara, the man who get vast experience, we don't do a lot of things for the country. We are one of the architects behind NASIT. We are one of the architects behind NRA. So if you compare them to people here, so of course, comrade, me, I will take Dr. Samura Kamara for lead the country with a vast experience, with the knowledge of our economy. Although people in the talk say, okay, Dr. Samura Kamara, when they talk say not this, not that, but not during a period as finance minister or in governance, then we get a recession. But we all know why we could get a recession. We begin the Ebola outbreak. Most of the mining companies in the country, they get for pack and go. You understand? So these are some of the reasons the way people in the talk say, okay, to me, we people in the talk say Dr. Samura Kamara, what happened, lead it to recession, enable do nothing for we. But we all know what lead to the recession. That's alone back in the days. We all know what lead to the recession. The Ebola outbreak, and then after we get the mudslide and so on. So and most of the companies away the mining companies, because we Salon depend heavily on the mining sector. The mining sector for we very, very important. Now I make a tell us say we need Dr. Samura Kamara, way for can transform the country, bring Salon to a middle income status country. Let it bring Salon to a country where go able stand there for kind of stop for take grants and loans from the IMF or World Bank. Let we dey a country where as a middle income country for Sierra Leone. So what I want to talk again apart from that, I want to tell the people that I say, I want to tell the audience and the followers and say, Dr. Samura Kamara got a vast knowledge in economics. Dr. Kamara got a vast knowledge how for rebrand Sierra Leone, the economy of Sierra Leone, and for also try to diversify the economy of Sierra Leone. Because when you look at Sierra Leone, we depend only on the mining sector. So I believe say Dr. Samura Kamara get plans. One of the plans that we are, I believe Dr. Samura Kamara will bring for Sierra Leone, like for diversify our economy. Diversify our economy in the sense that we not for depend only on the mining sector. We get the tourism sector. We get other sectors that we for try for bring calm in the economy. So we not go only depend on the mining. We'll be able to get income from the tourism sector. We'll be able to get income from like, for example, from the how do they call them, from agriculture, for example. We'll be able to try for make Sierra Leone a country where we produce and feed itself, and not only feed itself, but able to feed beyond Sierra Leone, neighboring countries. Them we'll be able to give them food, for able to try for make the economy, diversify. Let not depend only on the mining sector, because the mining sector alone, we don't know. There are a lot of things that we can happen worldwide. We can able to disrupt the mining. We can at least it can disrupt not only the mining, but they disrupt also the flow of the economy. So Dr. Samara, I believe Dr. Samara Kamara will bring new incentives in Canada in that way take power for let you try for bring the economy back, build back the country, try for make Sierra Leone look like a country where people are for calm invest. And apart from that, the problem we get right now, Salone, with this present government of Julius Maada Bio, we all don't see the deepening ethnic division in the country. We all don't see them. And when you get deep ethnic division in the country, it's very bad. Because we see say on that.
No, they can't on that side. They can't on that side quickly. They can't. Let's just jump to Mr. Yusuf Kanu. Let not feel too boring with the same question. Being an employer, Mr. Kanu, there you be an employer.
Yes.
You have two resume like this. Who do you go take with no prejudice, with just you want let the work be done? Who do you go in for?
Yeah, to give you a straight answer, my brother, this is undisputed. I'm telling you, Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara, now the candidate, without even considering any other thing else. It's just focus on the resume where you don't mention now, as compared to Maada Bio. Believe in it, and my brother Seth Alex don't mention. What did Maada Bio be done to do for the past 25 years? We move out of Salou, come London, go America, and the likes of it. So we actually not compare them to there, but it just happens that we country divided into these tribal lines. People are actually not take into considerations of all the particular qualities that we individuals they get before ever them put them into power. Because if they actually decide to do that, Maada Bio don't go ever get office in that country or public office in that country, especially we they against the man like Samura Kamara. And considering the efforts, the guy we don't deal at the background man. Now he don't decide for come forefront. Say, I don't work behind the scene for quite a long time. I don't become a governor. I don't become a finance minister or a minister. Oh my God. This is time now for make a user experience then bring them instead this country to the right path. I believe in it, say we compete with people in that country foresee this man as a savior for actually get the know-how for rule this country. This is not about Maada Bio, Komon at the west, Komon at the southeast, and Samura Komon at the northwest or the north. It's not. Let we learn for give people positions of public office because of their expertise, because of their know-how for doing. It don't show now because they decide for put Maada Bio because Komon at the southwest or southeast. See the reason now, say, look how people they suffer now. Look how people they grumble. Look how they bastardize the constitution. Look how they actually treat with people. They may not sabi manage the country well. They not sabi manage the country effectively. So I just believe in it. If you ask me that question, without even going further, bro, I'll tell you this. Samura Kamara, day or night, I know they compare them too, believe in it. This is my personal opinion.
Thank you very much. And Fambula, I just want to make something very clear. Apart from the fact that some of Una will get some reservation, but the main reason we make you consider now for we able sensitize Una, explain why we suffer after every 5 years, because in most cases because of we mistakes that they do. There should be a time in the Republic of Sierra Leone when for vote for people based on their expertise, based on their competency, waiting they able to deliver, not because of we come out of the same tribe or come out of the same region. If Sierra Leoneans and they suffer today, believe me or not, just like what Mr. Kanu say, person like Mother Bio, enough, it should never be enough ever. There is no way. Because if somebody don't sit down more than 20 years, work, I mean, it just clear say, I mean, the kind of job where now for being president, a huge tax, not to picking, not to like what they say, elephant head, not to picking head, not a small job down there, not a big, not the highest job, not the office, and not the highest office, not the land. So we get for vet people there. Now we start from this now, this particular election, and going forward that anybody work before we say you want to be president of Sierra Leone, we know what in a need. We know say now 5 years of either break or make. We go for vet them people there, analyze their competency, their role, their past experience, and we make them clear. Say, yes, I know say I'm a tribes person. Now we come from the same region. But based on the job where they at hand, we are sorry. We think say possibly come up from the south, it better pass you. Or if you mean at the south, I would think so possibly come up from the north, it better pass you. Unless we begin to look at things like that, we call spade a spade. Believe me, we'll not go continue for suffer, and we're not going to let that happen because Sierra Leoneans they suffer too much. Now, let me bring you can quickly, Mr. Alex, and given this expertise, this huge expertise, what's the thing where you go expect Dr. Samura Kamara come 2023 June after June? Low assume this would talk assume because the election happened, we assume say if he win based on popular opinion and based on all other factors that we don't combine, we see the possibility they win the election. What do you feel say Samura for attack quickly for turn things around?
Well, first of all, I want to talk something where I not been talk. One thing where I admire about Dr. Samura Kamara in humility. This man so humble. This man so simple, down to earth. This is not a person very accessible. Everybody can meet him, talk to him, and he accommodates all man. You understand? Samura Kamara don't behave like leaders the way we don't get before they see the other part of the country them. Or we get our country where they behave that bossy way. We get a bossy behavior. The man very accessible, very down to earth, and the man is loving. This is not somebody you can just meet and talk to. This is not somebody you can meet. We can just meet, So that's one. Then what do they expect from Dr. Samura Kamara? We cannot power. I don't mention that small just now. Me as Dr. Samura Kamara as an economist, as inner economist, the first thing we Dr. Samura Kamara for tackle now the economy. We is very important because the economy is very important for every nation because the president can come, then bring infrastructure. 1, 2, 3 infrastructure. But if you're not able to tackle the economy, then there is no way. You understand? Because these days we all see what's happening around the world. People don't want to eat. People don't want to live good. People don't want to get able to put things on the table, food on the table for them, picking them for their families. You understand? And for able, get money, jobs, and for let them, finance the family, them picking them and everything. So once we meet talk now, once we think, once we I believe say Dr. Samura Kamara go do. We can power, we take office by God's grace, June 24. First of all, now for tackle the economy, for tackle big investors, because right now the way the country is, we are left. As I say, we don't become almost a pariah state,
Make some noise! I tell people make some noise! I tell you, the couple that they tell each, we make me all get an eye. This is the table where they can get the official declaration. And the person step where they can do, not to any other person. The person will come out Now a very, very humble beginning. We rise to the rank of minister of this country. Somebody when I down to act man. Somebody when I feel with the common people. A man when they make a difference in the life of people there. Now man when they meet the needs of people there. This man is philanthropist. If you believe them in next flag player, now philanthropist, I want you make some noise. Make some noise.
As soon as they get on the background, as soon as they get on the background of the people, after they get on the background now, that's what we do for doing a live update now. And the programs we made 557, they will turn a live for doing a live coverage waiting to happen now in Makele City. Yeah, so that there is from the background now. If anybody who is not down and get that, yes, so Dr. Samura Kamara now. All over now, that's what they do. And gain a live update. Waiting to happen at Makele now. Yes. And they get the live and clear from the Facebook page. Drop your comments. We're ready to answer your comments. Now, yeah, after the live, Samura Kelly, whatever company get with, it's the voice of the young man, 557 now. They're going to live update waiting to happen at Makele City now. Now, Dr. Samura Kamara, they can't take the podium now. After they come now, I can't go down live coverage. Inside Dr. Samura Kamara, they can't kill that man. And on declaration purpose. Now they see the money and the dance now. See that for let me tell you that the all man already for kick the just a rebel government in power this March 24. Yes. 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 I'm ready for good and live update waiting to happen now.
Yeah, the Western region, you get it? Safiatu H. Kamara. Safiatu H. Kamara. Of course, the former mayor Sevenaya. Abbas Church Williams, he did it. Marco Johnson Sevenaya. By next week, by God in power, and incoming national organizing secretary.
Facebook with this.
Thank you. What you will see now today, I don't say we don't send the message. We all want to everything for you. We can't listen to. The next president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, I will not listen to. Before the people of Kenya will receive a clear permission. The people of Kenya can give permission. Wait, are they Facebook Live? The people of Kenya, Maya Kaikai, the people of Po, Amelu Kenta, and Boris Gitularea, the people of Muyama, Ambassador Bobby Kendo, and the people of Muyama, the people of Bondi Street, Muhammad Sharif and the people, the people of Pujo districts, Syria Tunis, Dr. Wu, and the people of Pujo, now they are. Patriotic districts, Alexima Unadea, Kamia districts, the people of some communities, Dr. Samura and your people, where they are, the people of Konadugu district, Dr. S.S. Mara, where they are, the people of Palaba district, the Honorable Rai Mara and your people, where they are.
Yeah, so family, sorry for that short breaking transmission. Once in a while, we go for the jumping with we guess then. We know say yes, this problem get for the happen once in a while because the internet's salon is very terrible. That make we look for somebody who fix some of the issues there. We not go and sit down again for just funny connection. We not able to get to people in. Now we bring in Mr. Alex, he talk when the fit cancer family as the fit cancer, so they interrupt any discussion here with you on for just follow we engage you now, continue for tell now with Dr. Samura and some of the plans that will feel say at least if we embark on as citizen for would think turn things around. Yes, Mr. Alex, you go continue so I stop.
Yes, as I've been talk, comrades, followers and supporters of Dr. Samura Kamara, followers and supporters of the APC party sympathizers, as a fellow Sierra Leoneans, as I've been talk, I've been stopped one side where I say Dr. Samura Kamara, with all the expertise where he gets, with all the knowledge, with all what he don't learn, what he don't do all the years, with all the jobs that we don't do in the country, the service to the country. I believe say Dr. Samura Kamara will bring something new, and the new thing I bring say go bring now for try for diversify we economy. Let we not just depend on the mining sector. Now the mining sector, let we also try for bring agriculture, bring the tourism, develop them, so we be able to get resources from this then sectors then they, for try for develop economy. And one thing I want to talk again, Dr. Samura Kamara in knowledge and the work that we don't do now the country, the thing that we don't do now other countries them. So I believe that Dr. Samura Kamara will bring some changes to the country, try for make Sierra Leone a middle income country, kind of, bring we economy back, bring investors in Canada the country, we go to invest in the country, bring not only the investors them, for bring reliable investors them in the country, we not only come mine in the country for take and go, but for at the same time, create employment for Sierra Leoneans. Because if you look, almost 60% of the country unemployed, no jobs, no nothing in the country, nothing. No, the people then just idle. We get young youths where they don't attire base system, they don't get nothing for do. Then they work up and down, they don't get nothing for do. No jobs, no nothing. So we should say the youths are so desperation in the country. Let me look at the anguish, the pain where people they go through in the country, the pain, the poverty, the high cost of living, some man even bring a try for provide a 1 square meal a day for their families them, not to talk of a 3 square meal a day for their families them. So we believe say, I hope say Dr. Samura Kamara will bring with the expertise and try for build the right team, bring the right people around them. We go try for change the economy, change the narrative of the country, try for make the people then get hope at least. Say better they come in the future for them. At the same time, I want to let Dr. Samura Kamara bring investors, because right now, because Sierra Leone the Salon they consider as country not stable right now, and we all believe say any country not stable, no investor, no level headed investor going to a country where no get stability. You understand? So and we not get the right people in the position them for try for implement policies them for bring things them together. We will make things go before things better in the country. So I believe that Dr. Samura Kamara will bring a team together, put the people in the right place, at the right position them, and people will merit for them at the position for change things around at the country for the people them.
All right, thank you very much. Now, I'll jump quickly to Mr. Yusuf Kano, given the fact that we don't see the overwhelming support of. You get any sort of like, do you expect any distraction, or from this point now Tolongbo na straightforward? I mean, you get any? You envisage any contender for the flag bearership again? Where is there any other heavyweight who can cause any kind of delay in this process?
Yeah, sorry, bro. Yeah, well, thank you very much for that question, Lee. Within the
Would it get you? Would it? Sorry. I think you're lying.
Hello. You get me now?
Okay.
Yeah. They're clear now.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, brother, for that very much brilliant question there. I know within the APC party itself, I know they don't get so many qualified candidates in there with experience and skills. But as it is compared to Mr. Kamara, we are the most prosperous candidate as it is now. I just believe in it. Samura na the man we are the most qualified if you compare to all the other ones every day. And na the man we actually, I remember when this thing began, I remember you say when we began 2018, they ask you Sabiam, and was nobody know the Sabiam at the time. But as it is now, the man from that point on, where he lost power, actually go away. He ride with that particular phrase where people and they say, you Sabiam, nobody knows Sabiam. So he decide for staying at the country, he decide for make the people know him. From that point onward, he then go from one state, from one district to the other district. Even when you don't lost power away, so many politicians that are telling they gonna go out of the country. But now the the guy decide, say I dey stay, then I mean people them. The phrase where they say they don't sabi me, I go make them sabi me now. And as it is now the only one way they don't sabi within the APC. So again then that APC they we go can say I get more voice past Mr. Samura Kamara. Day. So as you ask me the question, he opened this like class one picky right now that country. He able answer him. Say I sabi Samura, I know him, and I the right man for that country as it is now.
All right,
I want to.
Yeah, I go. Yeah, you come. I just bring Mr. Andrew. We said on the wait for quite some time for jumping to, and after this convention, what do you feel? Say, what do you anticipate in terms of engaging the people? What do you how do you see like the turnout of the people in the country? I think Mr. Andrew will get some issue.
Yeah, I believe say Mr. Cabo and we combat Sawadinaya after this declaration. Waiting with the sea at the moment, it is speak volume. When I watch the video, when I watch the videos them and the updates them where they see from various handles them, definitely I know say Dr. Samura Kamara na the man for that position, and he fits, he overqualified, just like waiting Comrades and be the same. You see, I've been listening to a senior APC comrade. He talk one or they say they see a lot of people and they declare for presidency. But he said this life, you get to look at yourself keenly and understand, say, yeah, when they get me clear?
Yes, they get it clear. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You get to look at yourself, you do a thorough check, because there is time and season for everybody in this world. This very time na the APC, na Samura Kamara, make no mistake about it. Now in time, I remember the first they will break the news, say today doctor they declare na Makeni. A whole lot of people and calls. I get plenty call a week and just for confirm the news, you know. And again, waiting shock people and more na declare as we come on. So like there's nothing absolutely we go hold on to that Monday, you know, intent as it stands. Nothing absolutely. And I believe say he's the right man. Nothing not able to change the narratives there. Don't go able to write the history of APC, excluding Dr. Samura Kamara at the moment. He's the man of the moment. You can tell a right con by it looks. The man don't market himself. He don't try as best as he can get acquainted with the masses, the electorate, comrades at the APC. And everybody within the length and breadth of Salon understand clearly, say, yes, this time, not time for liberate Salon from the shackles of divide. We mean at the bottom line that one day, the way Salon don't divide today, it's a big problem. It's a big tussle for me. It bother me every time. And they get gutted within my stomach. Anytime where they see the way the country they this moment. And the only person was he say, get that kind means for unite Salon again and Dr. Samura. Because a relationship with the voters and all the masses in the Salon, it cut across. It cut across. You go to the south, the east, north, west. He's a man for all people. Any class, any cadre, any region where they Samura Kamara they get connected and try best for be reasonable to everybody. So I believe say this time fellow APCians them go just understand say yes now for Dr. Samura we're not there for try for downgrade or any candidate because we are all comrades. And I believe say in the struggle of the APC, the victory now for we all. You didn't have any camp. The camp for X, Y, Z, at the end of the day, we rally around one candidate. And that candidate, they, as we see, now McKinney now, the action already don't speak past the words, say what they talk now. You they see the kind of way people,
quickly. If you able gets for we honorable for like give you the feed, people and don't they wait for long, it will be fine, it will be fantastic. If you able,
or make a try for contact the we person na McKinney, maybe.
Yes. Yeah, let's get the feed because the people and still wait for the feed for kind side.
Okay.
Yeah, you will continue. Andrew, you will continue, side.
Yeah, so Fambulem, we as I be they say, all the comrades in the APC, this message are the send unto we all. Any camp day. After today, I want let we try for ponder over waiting the happen at McKinney. It is historic if you buy like na the National Delegate Conference and the flag bearer term. Now just a declaration. Thousands of people that don't gather at McKinney. Yesterday, when I talked to one of the comrades, he tell me as they talk to me now, it's for go book hotel. No space, no day again. All the hotels them, motels, the studios them, all fully booked. Fully booked. So most people in a party of Nado they sleep yesterday, just for witness this historic day today. Now I make today, I write say, this day they define the history of Salon. Today. Now today we begin forget liberation as Salon after 5 years of continuous suffering, after 5 years of life poverty, divide, continual intimidation, suppression, tyranny, you name it. Today, it don't define another history inside Salon. And I believe, say, Mr. Kagbo, nothing no go stop this. Nobody no go able for muscle. You, all along, you must get one day. We will forget breathing space. And today, not the day. And the only way we will forget freedom, peace, I can talk to myself and say, if only we able forget peace of mind. Because what a man at this world, the way Salon be there, some man go say, I go eat me one cup rice and put for my go sleep. But they get peace. Because they gather outside and they play, interact. But now, you know, they're able to forget that peace day again. Even when they oversee, so when they talk, issues that will affect Salon. If you check your phone, if you go Facebook, you go see that go threaten you. Una kaya no more this, that. So you as a citizen, you've been the foreigner away the Salon, you don't get liberty in your country past you. So the only way we're able to break that idea, now for make we get a candidate like Samura as a down-to-earth man. If you deal with Samura, you meet him face-to-face, you go understand what they talk. Very simple. Very simple, man. So in summary, I just the broadcast for say, this day today, Samura Kamara already don't write history inside the APC. And Salon say 9 times. 9 times this. The time don't pass who they say Usabia and not Sabia. Now people sabi Samura. And then don't get used to Samura. And they're ready for both him in as the president. Not to the flag bearer, they talk about again. I talk about the governance. Presidency. And it is done already. The down has been casted. Samura Kamara is the man of the moment. Thank you very much, Mr. Kabo.
Yeah, I'll jump quickly to Mr. Brahma Kamara. I want to play one short clip here. All right. I'll play short clip. Don't maybe you go able for analyze for you. If somebody wholeheartedly don't tell you, say, I cannot do the job, and you see the person they say back, I want to do the job, there is some kind of inconsistency. What does that mean when it comes to politics, credibility, integrity? Somebody way double standard in terms of saying one thing or the other. First they say, I'm not able to do this job. Later they say, when I give me, I do this job. Not a person who will need for afraid when it comes to given huge responsibility of managing the country. I'll just play this clip so that you will get a clear picture of what the tariff will say, and you will be able to help people and clearly. Just a moment. It try for load. It try for load. Okay. I think. All right. All right. You can jump in whilst I try for load this the video. You can jump in. Let's employer. You get somebody with inconsistent submission. What now you take? In a possible you go take serious.
In fairness, anybody like that in politics, we call them a flip flop. Anybody in a flip flop, it means assertive, not even know what in the not know which kind of policy if we can implement or not. It's not somebody who go say the falamakata we not get nothing. They not know what they do. It just one falamakata. So now that make 1 minute they so another minute they so anybody, any leader. In fact, not a leader. I will not call that person a leader. Any leader we not assertive. Any leader we flip flop. Not a leader. So be organization, be country. You not for employ that person day. Why they interview you for a job, you become a flip flop. I know they give that job day because you don't know what you want, and you don't know what you want for B. You don't know exactly what you do. If you very assertive, you will tell me say na so thing I want to do, na so thing I want to do, or not so I want to do, not so I want to do. And come back when I join this audio. I meet Yusuf they talk. The fact what he make me join politics, it's because of Dr. Samura. Yes, I definitely have to join politics one day, but I'll not be done ready for join politics now. But that thing where they call assertiveness, now Dr. Samura get where I don't see none of any Sierra Leone where I don't ever come across get them. You know they lie. A honest with in fact, you name me one politician at the wall, not to salon no more. One politician at the wall which Sabi we know they lie.
Let's jump quickly. I think the video is ready now. Let me just clear this.
What are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people of this country.
Mr. Kabu? Hello?
Yeah, you mute, Mr. Kabu, you mute.
I think when I don't get I think when I don't get the short, I just make a short one no more. This are the type of talk possibly not consistent. This person they tell the whole world say in no way able to protect the people, and this person they come back see them for get another 5 years, and so you continue from side up for letting people that just see.
Not able to protect the country, Mr. Kabu. It don't demonstrate that for the past 5 years. I remember at the tongue when then came inside as a president. In fact, that day they had a lecture, a topic where they call decision making, where then cancel the Mama airport. I tell my students that that's not wrong decision. From a contract perspective force alone, when you cancel a contract, no other sober investor, pass you investor and they do business with you. No other sober investor not they do business with you anymore because so you flip flop. You're not flip-flop person because you meet the country, they move forward. If they move forward, you meet a big project like that, you cancel. Okay, not only cancel more. You go back, you screw the knot on the tax on the investors them. Wait to make investors then get an incentive na salon. Let me explain this. Where they don't understand. Where then the educated SIPP fools, they don't understand. Wait to make them give incentive to investors na salon. Salon not to attractive market. Salon, the 8 million people within this salon, the 300,000 people in Iceland, then spending power higher than the 8 million people in Salon. So when investor they decide, say for example, if not to extractive industry for go extract to a mining industry, it say if they can produce something. If they analyze why they can produce something in this country, waiting at the purchasing power, how much then people here they spend, how much then they pay them per month. All that they analyze. When you look at Iceland, we're in a small country, or even though in a European country, we're at 300,000, then they spend past 8 million people. So Salon not an option. The only option is now in this Dr. Samura, he been there for the over 30 years. If they ask them, say, let we give incentive to investors, and investors go come to the country and encourage other people. When then come, then tight the screw on that. Then tight the screw without even investigate. Then cancel the Mama Airport. The next minute, then talk within themselves for go do the Mama Airport. That's a flip-flop politics. Now you don't know what you want. You don't know what you do. And that's not the reality where happens. So now Salon, then come with a professor we don't lecture for how many years, one day work, he go be bank governor. Bank governor. You can use Salon as guinea pig for money. You can use Salon as guinea pig for money. What would they export? Nothing.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Brand, for that succulent explanation, and you try for bridge the gap and the comparison, the example is just too accurate. Thank you very much. And now we look at about uniting the country. Uniting the country, Mr. Andrew talk something where himself touch me heart, it make I feel bad. I feel so bad. In the sense that the world country there right now is dangerous. It's dangerous for we as Sierra Leoneans, because the thing is, when you left Salon, they're not ask you side come out, your region, your tribe. In the passport na Sierra Leone. We all know that. So if we get inside we country, the leader, the commander-in-chief, the father of the nation, is preaching about tribalism. It's preaching about division. This is worry for everybody, including the we donor partners and the international community. I want to bring one short video here, let people and see. Anyone per week can jump into this. Let's just bring down this video quickly. The general people who they listen, let themselves just they get this clear. Just a moment. Let the search for round. Okay. I think there. Okay. Lord listen where the part talk about. Lord listen
above the law. My government
has
been closely following events of the last few weeks. The security sector has closely analyzed the prime movers, financiers, causes, nature, and patterns of violent acts. Our responses are therefore well informed. As Commander-in-Chief, I have ordered the intelligence and security forces to use all available resources and take is above the law. My government has been closely following events of the last few weeks. The security sector has closely analyzed the prime movers, financiers, causes, nature, and patterns of violent acts. Our responses are therefore well informed. As Commander-in-Chief, I have ordered the intelligence and security forces to use all available resources and take all necessary measures within the laws of this country to deal promptly and decisively and robustly with all acts of violence against the state. Anybody who incites, plans, supports, undertakes, or is involved in any manner of violence in this country will be dealt with harshly. Let me restate, any act of violence will be dealt within the broad spectrum of the law. Citizens have an obligation to obey law and order. Those who think that by fomenting trouble and inciting violence in this country, they can derail and distract government from fighting corruption, attracting investors, and meeting its promise to deliver development to this nation, know now that you will lose this fight. My government will hit hard, and it will continue to hit even harder until this fight is won. Because this is a fight for the unity.
Lady, it clear, eh? When they get sometimes.
Yeah, we get the video clear, very clear.
Oh, the video done, eh? It done?
Yeah, video done, yes.
All right. Given that this sort of rhetoric, how dangerous? You talk about Mr. Brimer. You talk about investors comparing Iceland and Sierra Leone in terms of the a country not being attractive to investors, and you get the president where they threaten, they even call in citizens and terrorists. They blame. How flip flop? You can throw a little bit on this. How dangerous for we as a country for now even move when it gets the head of states, they address the world, because when the head of states make statements that the country, they just stop now the country, they go out. How dangerous that kind of statement here?
Yeah, Mr. Dura Deriwi, now Australia. They mute, eh?
Now they get me now?
Yeah, will they get you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello,
Anybody-
comrades. Me, I get some, but the sound, they look, I know you get the sound clear. I don't know, for some reason, the volume look low.
Maybe you need for increase your phone volume. Would they get you very
Yeah,
clear?
Would they get you
every
clear?
day is up. Every day is up. For some reason, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Cargo, you go able to go through again what he asked? Let Mr. Dura come in and just make him point on that.
But it gets me now clear now, right?
Yeah, it looked better than before. Yeah.
Okay. You don't look the clip. You don't watch. How dangerous a post like this it will be for the next 5 years, given this rhetoric. Whenever I get opportunity for unite the country, now different thing in the talk. How dangerous for get post like this?
Okay, comrades. First of all, before I will respond, I will introduce myself. My name is Alpha Dura Fauna, based in Australia. I'm the coordinator for Dr. Samura Kamara welfare team in Australia, yeah. And I'm also the chairman elect for Queensland constituency, Queensland, Australia, Queensland. And with what you just say about we president a rhetoric, I mean, a very uncalled for. I mean, as a leader, for me using kind of statement and day, if you're not part of the order, straight away if you resign, because that don't show you I'm only responsible, and my way fit for be a leader. You're just fortunate for make a rule with country, But for me, I could always say that I call for Sierra Leone stability, because the man no competent at all. Anytime where that man will be able to talk something, you need to talk something sensible. The man don't talk say inaudible, take care of him people then. So that kind of man they in a way, now president says we get that respect as a president, as a leader for the nation. But to me, I just sense that I'm not responsible at all. Then statement and they call for, then Namawe not fit for a nation. It just be fortunate for be the leader. Yeah, comrade.
All right. Yes,
Mr.
guys.
Kago. Mr. Kago, yeah. I just want for buttress to waiting coordinator Alpha Dura say from Australia and waiting me coordinator na UK self say Mr. Brimer. You know, when you they invest like country, you they always look at the volatility of the environment. What that they mean? If that mommy they sell cake, let's say there's cake, you get a ghetto where gangsters and they hungry lions. You don't pass to that place they want them. They grip them, take the cake, eat all, and not pay them. They go. The next day, they can't again. Not the past day. Any sensible person, waiting President Bio, they constantly they do the statement the way they make continuously in a salon. That's all they contribute to the statehood day to day. Now, make as he said, Ukraine crisis, when they take for peg into the economic situation of the country, Ukraine crisis, not get anything for do with salon hardship. Me family want to make this very clear to us today. The Ukraine crisis started March of 2022. Salon don't day hard because I was in Sierra Leone 2019 and I know how the country been there. I left there 5 years when I go back. I'll be facing at the same salon I'll be left during the coma in time. One man asked me for money. It be need for go buy something. So I put like 5,000 a gap. And he say, me man, you're not too like Tradio. He said, this 5,000, they buy nothing. Imagine that was 2019 when the president be just 1 year. So that's how you say the situation at the moment, na salon, na a worrying situation for every Sierra Leonean. The president contributed for Mekude into the statehood today, not to Ukraine. Now, President Bio, he get for take all responsibility in his aid. But if you get a president who not responsible, definitely he will continue for the make statements them for provoke situation. And that's exactly what President Bio did. I be said that one of this time we been get a session there. President Bio, after August 10, he had an opportunity for Unite Salon. He been got all the opportunity. Adba wa young man where they work with him. I think he's a deputy minister of information, Solomon Jamiru. The statement he put out, that was very solid. I saw leadership in that guy. I not be a minute to SFPP, but I have to face reality here. But when you get a president where the way they think very narrow, that's a fact. He got the bold mind sit down. Now an international broadcaster, he make a statement as this. He say, he go for investors then. They not come because of August 10. Now, this are the very president, we sit on a UK, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Professor Francis, we say, now Professor in Peace and Conflict, he left the peace in the UK. He come with conflict in a salon. First in the history. Then he go all over the place, they purport to be a professor. He did that ministerial building in Hawaii. He host all kind of diplomats there. The statements the way that man talk that day. Amumu for a year from a whole cabinet minister and somebody will call himself a professor. Then first begin to talk about this terrorist business after the one way President Bio make in a state house. 2 years back, before even August 10, President Bio tinap na state house say we get terrorists in a salon. He be facing at the APC the mock. He be the mock in leadership. It be they try for provoke situation. You know, value Sierra Leoneans, that's a fact. So I want to make this point very clear to Sierra Leoneans. They say, what will they do now? We know they do them out of malice, but we have to face reality. You guys have to understand that another 5 years of Madabio will be a calamity on us all, not on Anomode Salon, we all. If he asks Mr. Yusuf Wodenaya, I must be the same for upkeep na salon. Mr. Brimer, Mr. Dura, Alex Smith na Germany, and the moderator, they will tell you, say now, that one has been quadrupled. It don't pass mark because check the cost of living now in a salon. Every time you people on Facebook, if people not ask you for money, not a single day I not go Facebook, they not ask me. I know they blame people, and that's the situation of the country. Hardship is everywhere. So if you as a president, they can say you want to make you government an investor tolerant, and the one for make you bring in more investors in the country. That statement and the way they make, you know, go they make them. Trust me. You go sit down and country. I'll tell you this now. Inside the power party, then they happy. Forget a president like Madam. You know why? Especially ministers them. Any president, any leader, if you not come right, you know they sit down at your host. Always you picking and they sit in the street all the time. You know, no say the picking and they follow the same footstep like what they do. They'll do the same thing. President Bio for more, you don't assume the leadership. You know, one day sit down salon all the time we don't day. You know, one day sit down salon for 3 months. We don't sleep in a salon. If you put all together for from the time where they hand over the man to game. Go do the mathematics and prove me wrong. Like I talk to now, he then at Brussels. Monday morning, he gets a session for attend at Brussels Parliament. We not get a foreign affairs minister. We not get an ambassador in Brussels. What in the middle they pay taxes now that embassy in Brussels? But now we money, now we all money. So Mr. Cabo, like what he been saying, if somebody they come and tell we say now because of Ukraine or now because of XYZ make Salon economy get problem. Now the statement in all cases that like, as the video we just don't play. The president says Salon, we all na terrorists them. He expect Mr. Brahma for go invest in a country where na social terrorists and they. It's not possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. How are you? Okay. Inside, for car up here. We see say person that's all they will see me down. I think now they see me down so. Anytime the guys play for Tinap, when you sign one, why for APC my son? They will bear the son, they will bear anything that you want. And that's not the time for you not to say me. Your Excellency, okay, now this thing I will talk. All right. Hello. All right. Your Excellency, Dr. Anisbek Kuruma, Chairman and leader, former Chairman and leader of the party, and former President of the
Yeah, Mr. Alex, if you're able to connect with Abobo downtown Timothy, tell us say don't mute in video. We need to get the people in the get. Mr. Alex, if you're able to connect with Abobo downtown Timothy, tell us say don't mute in video.
Yeah, comrade, I noticed you get problem with the sound, with the audio.
Yes, the audio.
The audio. I don't try for call and but I know they get them, you know. For like the audio, I know they hear nothing like this from them, you know.
We know they get,
Oh God.
Well,
oh God.
Family, we apologize for this short interruption, and we also need to get the feed clearly because we get serious internet problem in the country. The people who will don't rely on 100% say they will give you feed. More than 3 people, even the ones and then they struggle for giving feed too. So when our patient, when I bear we all know the situation. Now all of this we try for make sure say improve now the country because we they live now the same planet, 21st century now the same planet. But if you like we they live in 600 BC, whilst other people they live in the 21st century, 2023. You know, the disparity, the difference is huge. Now, this gap would try for at least March, improve on. We want improve on. Internet not for build problem, not to tell for sit down, they argue and talk about. No, these people that don't put them behind them back. They don't put them behind them back. Today, we're able to get ourselves. Now, not just bring how dangerous it is. Now, that make people enable even join. Lord just scout this tariff talk quickly. And I go send on to Mr. Kanu. Why make people in the struggle so much at the country, even for giving feed? Lord, listen quickly, ba.
The 2 giants mobile company them. Now the country, AfriCell Salon and also Orange Salon. They prepare now for increased price, if not increased tariff. Where then they are this money for talk about that and prepare Sierra people in mind. Well, mobile company, people go don't know by now, are the biggest employer them in the country, and same also they pay the again as the biggest employer, now so then are the people that where they pay tax the highest also in the country. From 2017, we dollar now be 7,258. So now 2023, we dollar about 19,000. No increments, no make from the mobile company them. Well, from last year November, they don't prepare on how they will try for CCA themselves make profits in the country. Well, every day inside November for prepare Sierra and stay mind. Today now then they are for tell me what to happen after about 2 months where then they prepare for this. When at the program, I want to welcome Joabas Bangura from AfriCell. And also Kamo Omar Sherif Abbas, a Komon-Tok Orange Salon. From November to now, when we can begin discuss this program, let's start with you, Joabas. How markets, how business they go?
Well, it's been a battle for stay alive. I've worked with AfriCell for 17 years. I haven't seen this kind of stress that we have had to go through. And it's also very, very important that to say it wasn't just November last year that we started this. Every year we had raised, anytime the dollar they go up, like how we've been they go up till it don't reach 19. So we had raised this every year with NATCOM. Every year to say we are dying or things are difficult or things are difficult. Obviously the events of 2022 were so, they were so drastic, from the war in Ukraine with Russia, and supply chain during COVID just changed the dynamics drastically. We say we are now at a point where we cannot continue without fold up as a sector. It's very, very difficult, very, very challenging at this moment. That's why we started this process. The law say when 2 conditions are met, the NATCA law and the old NATCOM law, say when these conditions are met, one, cost of living jack up significantly, the price exchange rates jack up significantly, NATCA should trigger the process where we review tariffs.
All right, so they can't talk about the whole process. I just ask how business, so meaning business bad.
It's tough. It's super difficult.
So tell you, okay, for Orange Salon, make I just bring in Mr. Abbas. Okay, Mr. Kamal, sorry. Mr. Kamal from,
honestly,
how business for Orange?
Business, coincidentally, I think I don't spend almost the same time as Joe Africell. In 17 years, I never see business this bad. And honestly, it's easy for see. The reason being that
Yeah, Labwingika, Mr. Kanu, the two leading mobile companies, Africell and Orange, out in the struggle. And we understand, say, government do this deliberately, work with the mobile companies for increase the tariff so that the youth no way will get access to information, or they not go engage in publicity, or probably count any sort of like negative or send the real message to the international community. Mind you, President Bio now one of the people where they afraid social media because he know the power of social media. Insa talk and say the power of social media unrivaled, and the power of social media na out on a power. So because of this, it comes with a law. Now, if you check the cyber crime law, the main reason why they even counter, not because of protection per se, like what they say, for at least then control. If you look the incendiary, if you check what's in that meaning there, then it's just like muzzle the entire freedom of speech where we enshrine our constitution. And it's so worrying that for let a government behind closed doors work with the companies there for increased tariff. How dangerous it is, Mr. Kanu, if you can highlight this, because now Sefune will get feed because of the internet. That one. Secondly, it's very, very expensive. You can work with you on this.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother, Mr. Kago. Well, as we don't talk remember, you play with a video of the man where actually BBC the interview and we say they able for helping people. This is not just a manifestation of it. This is not the work itself. When somebody don't tell you, say, I cannot help my people, they don't tell you, a big statement, Dandy. So they do whatever it takes for make it cripple down with nation. And as it is now, we just get to make sure, see, this election, and not say other election, people of the nature of Mother Bio, anybody will get style or attributes like Mother Bio, not forever will we country again. Because if we talk about this data now, and you as a president, how things then they go very, very difficult, then they go very hardship, the price that they had, they come up. If the cushion effects, so you people them try for make sure say they get some side which are actually they translate them hardship, because social media are one of the platforms now where people are actually they get fun these days. And if you are making very much difficult for them for access, it means what the way you talk about say they help you people them, able to help them. By reality, not to only a show you they put in the media. This is a reality. So, my brother, if you ask me, this is a plain. All these effects, as the business people they talk about now, for 17 good years, they don't work. Just imagine, they don't be part of this company. They don't ever see things difficult as it is now. Just imagine. Also now, we don't get Ukraine and Russia war. So many things, we don't get the credit country, don't count 2008. We don't see how things have been difficult all over the world. The people are not even mentioned, they're not even say with the exception to 2008 credit crunch. Then say now, that's what tell you now, say it is not only about what they happen at the world, it's about the leadership we get in that country. The leadership matter in government. Now, government were not prepared for rural country. Governments will come actually for benefit certain sects of people. And now that's what they see. The game just they roll, the ball just they play within certain sects of people. And the rhetoric is not an idol. Then they come up on social media and talk say we are not here to help these people. We are here for a different agenda. So if you ask me, bro, I just say this na my own take in this regard.
Yeah, Mr. Alex, you go jump on the same clip we just watch. Is it true that, or do you get the similar understanding? Say the government indirectly they work with the mobile companies through the IMC and others, and for at least then get the free hand for raise the tariff.
Yeah, okay, make a come inside. And then I want to talk something we are miss, we are skip. And during the time we the other people in the panel, no, we not talk about. You know, one thing we for try to realize, President Biafra Nossi, as an elected president of Sierra Leone, he gave for set a very big example. He gave for embrace higher moral standard. Understand? Where he come for exercise state power. That is very, very important. But if an head of state, if a head of state they come out, they talk saying people are terrorists, for example, he say they're an insurrectionist or whatever. So what do you think say the international community go think? Whose investor we get level head go can salon or sober head person go can invest in that country? That on one. Then this is a precedent. We don't see a video prior to the 2018 elections. Prior to those elections, we see where President Biafra na a WhatsApp video where he talk about social media, the power of social media, that these days with WhatsApp, you can reach out to almost all corners of the country. You understand? You can reach out to everybody. So this is one of the things we may not really understand, because if this man say in one be president at the same time,
sorry, Mr. Alex, for let the people and benefit largest player, I think we get a largest player and quick. You come back inside.
Yeah.
People are not begin for speak up, but I want to make you all join. We not for the silent about that. Wherever you are, today we have the email, we get internet. Our voices can be heard. Don't underestimate your own individual contribution. The cumulative impact of that can move the whole government. Put your voice out there. Why I talk about the social media, inside Salona, WhatsApp, Facebook, most of the young people are looking at funny phone against. So when you propagate any message through that, before you know it's out there, it's not 100%. Not even the penetration, maybe it's about 30 or how many percent. But a lot of people will read now on the WhatsApp, they get Facebook on their website there. So we get to take advantage of that. And why we take the internet seriously? Because now in they direct the international community and they have a great say in what happens.
So I can continue.
Yes, Kong, can go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we all not see the video. So this now when I just see the hypocrisy there. You know, this now the man where been talk say with WhatsApp and whatever when with social media, you get able to reach out, you get able to propagate, you know, you message, you know, understand. This is not the same person right now. We don't become president. And they try for stifle, they try for control social media, for try for, you know, this is a kind of, you know, the man they use, you know, state machineries, you know, for crack down on for example, on passive opponents, you understand? Opponents, passive opponents, opposition, whatever. So, you know, we just don't see where the man they talk about. These are the man now, where don't connive with the mobile company, companies that are the country, for made a kind of monopolize, kind of, I should say, put the prices there up, where the average Sierra Leonean not able to get access to the internet for knowing they go on in country. for noting they going out of in country, at the same time, for me, they're able to express their views them, but the government. So this is really part of this is a real hypocrisy on the side of the president. You're not supposed to be so, because this is how we see the president where they talk about that, and these are the same president now where they try for, control media flow, the information flow in the country. This is not correct for the country at all. And we just see the faltering economy in the country, high cost of living at the same time. You understand? The depreciation of the dollar, that's alone. We all don't see. So, and this increment we make now 150%. Imagine somebody able to get money for eat, for buy food. How that person will go try for buy data for WhatsApp for me to get access for the internet. And apart from that, what they suggest, any new government will come. If Dr. Samura Kamara come, if be president, let we try for be less dependent on the mobile companies. Yeah, I suggest may we bring SpaceX na salon. When a satellite internet, we're very effective and even cheaper for people in a salon. You understand? Because you get a lot of countries around. Zambia, for example, Nigeria, all don't sign MOU with MOUs with SpaceX from Elon Musk, where they try for now for bring satellite internet and then country there. So we go even easier, even cheaper for operate. You understand? Then bringing them company here, where get problems, we get in fluctuation with the internet. You know, good. The flow not good. So all them say, and these are some of the things. So as I don't say, what you may try for tell Sierra Leoneans them. Then we try for see how for getting your president view. This president not good for we today, it's not good for we tomorrow. So yeah, hello? Yeah, so as I say, it's not good for we, it's not good for tomorrow. So the best way, like a change. And this change is right ahead. Sierra Leoneans, they want change. And the change in a salon, you experience, you see them, you feel them when you go inside the country. Then some of these, then two days we see where some of young Sierra Leoneans, them, the billboard, some Samura Kamara billboard, and they wipe them, they be non-dirty, get dust, then they wipe them. This is a sign for so say, change day ahead, and you feel the change, and the change is clear. People don't want change. There's a need for change in Sierra Leone, So please, I want to tell Sierra Leoneans that this change all the yarn for Dia, and let we try, let we make them, let people live a better life.
A society that ensures that institutions work in accordance with
all right, thank you very much for that.
Also by political exigency.
Fumble.
Yeah. Okay, so if I don't reach there, so Mr. Moderator, I want
follow the law. With others from above. We will effectively support public institutions to better able to institutionalize democracy and the rule of law. I shall build a public service that is truly fit for purpose. Our government system today is characterized by divisiveness, by exclusion, by the weakening of and politicization of state institutions, state capture. Politics is now being split along tribal and regional lines, sections of the country of individuals along tribal and regional lines. Merit, democracy, almost always excluded. There is also the tendency for those in power to steal national development towards their own areas. In building a united and cohesive and prosperous nation, our unity will be our strength. I can always make the joke, as a leader, this Samura Kamara waiting out before now. You know that, Baba? You got colleagues. When they won't find, the colleagues. This Samura Kamara waiting out there, you don't get cabal. All man, and the cabal, everybody. Let's focus for manual. Let's focus for manual. Especially the family out of administration. What they put before meeting before? A commitment to what they do now. Let the people decide and let the people govern and let the people enjoy. Now, as a goal, there is need to build a country where if you show up, if you step up, and if you work hard, you'll have your fair share of his wealth and be fairly rewarded for your hard work. A scenario in which hard work pays. Cutting corners does not work. A country in which no matter which tribe or where you come from, is rewarded based on merit, not on who you know. And a country in which every young person can hope and aspire and reach his or her fullest potential right here in Sierra Leone. Yes, I know say many of we for the trouble. Of whom colleagues they don't die in the sea just to go find greener pastures. The big challenge we have is let us develop the greener pastures here in Sierra Leone. We have, as a people, to transform Sierra Leone into a country in which the public frowns upon corruption. Public officials work for the common good and are accountable, and revenue leakages are kept to a minimum, and more money becomes available for the provision of social and economic services. I, Samura Kamara, I declare today, in your presence and to you, as flag bearer for the utmost party, I want to commit myself to zero tolerance for corruption. The biggest obstacle to ensuring sustainable national transformation is a lack of serious government commitment to implement the solutions laid out the successive strategy and to ensure that state institutions are managed in non-political and non-partisan manner, while improving their efficiency, public accountability, and transparency. The Ghanaian Constitution guarantees freedoms of speech, yet today its rights are restricted in practice, due largely to political exigencies. The government frequently interferes with the work of public institutions in an attempt to control their content. This we must put a stop to. Our country and its resilient people ended the year 2022 in unprecedented separation and despair. 2022 ended badly for us. To all intents and purposes, Sierra Leone today is a country characterized by human misery and oppression. Overcoming this misery, though an uphill task, is certainly not insurmountable. It can be done. And the only way we can hope to do so is to bring back our Sierra Leone by bringing all of us together from the southeast and the northwest together once more, so that we can pull in one direction. We all are beating one line. We all must regard ourselves as one person. Overcoming ethno regionalism must be our priority of our just country. And again, experience sustainable development and prosperity. Once we succeed in fighting Sierra Leone and our people, only then can we succeed in developing a national framework, a long-term perspective, capable of meeting and satisfying the basic needs of our people, as well as taking Sierra Leone to the next level. Perhaps it will be, I will ask Tunis, what level will that be? Is it level 4, level 5, level 6? But certainly we must take Sierra Leone to the next level of development. Next level of self-sustained national and social economy for everybody. As we address the bread and butter issues, in the most immediate term, when Samura Kamara becomes president, we must also comprehensively articulate the underlying factors of structural deficit that contribute to a weak economy. Yes, we have bread and butter issues. Price of bread don't go up. Exchange rate don't collapse. Price of don't go up. Transportation don't go up. Where's the situation of Palava? Electricity no day regularly. Water no day. Education is stronger for finance. No one healthcare, they say, for pay up front. Most people are able to pay up front for get operation. Very few. I don't honors when they say, my visit was 6 and was 5. I just a pass. I meet one man. You don't need it for 4 months. I said, what did they wait? Say how they wait for operation. I said, why they take you 4 months and operate you? They charge me 800,000 euros. But I get 400,000 euros. Takes that name get the 400. I go back. This one APC man, they just make him constituency chairman. The next day, I for the nice thing. Nobody will be look at. They say for pay 2 million euros. I go to one Bobo, I was 5. I never they will be born, but not 5, I was linting. He said, I don't know for nearly over 1 year. Now they give me medicine. I said, what did they do? Now they don't say, God will help me. How much did they want? 1,200,000 euros. I go in the house. I got the answer now. If you take this money, put it all them that I want it. Then when I give them, they get the operation. You know, and they say this, not to be short, I get money, don't say I want for blood. For me, don't say the system, the government, I have to take care of the people there. Yes, all my ones for body, not all my will afford that. All my one is 3 times per day, not all my will afford that. Don't you say? A government must find a solution to remedy this. That's why every day no more. Every day, they increase price of fuel. You know, the cost of fuel, if one bring and down, government will bring and can down. But some people then, they complain about the exchange rate, don't close all the business and I just come to. That woman, they open the go, Guinea, they open the go to buy, they don't go again. Why they not there foreign exchange? Why? Because the exchange rate is over here. Can you imagine from 7,500 from here back home in the to 21,000 now? 2,100,000. No pass for $1. It's this is the bread and butter issue. This is the poverty
sabi. Now you hungry know if you dey eat bell full or you dey sleep hungry. You where you sus, now you go know if you dey born.
We the people ain't bang for help safe now. If we vote for good leader, we get love for the country and the people of Salon, we all go better. If we vote man we come for can't take, well, he left to me. Now we get for the farm.
I know ever even vote na me life, I go ibam this time, I sweat to me life. I know ever vote na me life, I go vote this time, I sweat to me life. Rank a politician, all they can ruin me life. Salon too sweet, so I enjoy me life. I am Pete, and all they can ruin me life. Salon too sweet, so I enjoy me life. Me vote na me life, me vote na me life. Say me one dream vote for two tapa. Me vote na me life, me vote na me life. Say me one dream vote for one badness. Me vote na me life, me vote na me life. Vote say because we born a making. Me vote na me life, me vote na me life. Say because we born a kenem.
I want to make a love mama ki hate pa.
Talk to we go make we hear it.
Machi my continent, what you want to mota.
Tell the people
Say rason sa zamba manse batata. Ngate nesakalam fana ta fasuka korin to mankita.
Tell me bo make we hear it.
Kana kapande amakia telo prome dokom. Ude kemire makata matimba. Mineng munang. Awa mitem ne mutem ne kontem ne. Sato bezatem ne. Sasa sala kama tabris kama kata matimba. Awa inemte ne mamu sasa sala kama kushka.
Me put na me life, me put na me life. Say me one dream vote for two tapa. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Say me one dream vote for one bar. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Vote say because we born a making. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Vote say because we born a kenny.
We want to see changes from the grass to the roots. With manifestos, mega plans for the youth. We tire with the lies, now we stand for the truth. We need chef, we go change the taste of the soup. Why? With them read for shape t-shirts and a shobby for go rally. Then go member we. After election and take power, give the power them. When we talk, they for them but we. Then go give we bitter cola for go campaign. Where they win them and the family. Pop champagne. We no go fet for no politician again. This time we go land. We no one die campaign. Mind box, I diamond now we land. For pay fee, for no get dime na in hand. We want more youth, a woman than a power. Parliament, a cabinet, more man in a power.
Me put na me life, me put na me life. Say me one dream vote for two tapa. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Say me one dream vote for one badness.
Onele bagasinya mao, jifa mwambie mkwe kenye yao. Yena we amwambie na fae, mule mambo makwele mae. Wakenya na mikrobe, kogwele juhu wa mae. Kenya ya ewe ni kobe, na vianyane, kamupa mplae. Kenya uwaya, tuaya grama, kamupelo. Amambe, Kenya na yama mulokolo, mambo kwa I know ever able vote na me life, I go ibam this time, I sweat to me life. If I know ever vote na me life, I go vote this time, I sweat to me life. Rank a politician, all they can ruin me life. Salon too sweet, so I enjoy me life. I am Pete, and all they can ruin me life. Salon too sweet, so I enjoy me life. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Say me one dream vote for two tapa. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Say me one dream vote for one badness. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Vote say because we born a making. Me put na me life, me put na me life. Say because we born a kenem.
So, the next 5 years, you vote now you live. Anybody we want lead doing, it gets for declaring assets.
Not to pambado, and for make somebody know kind of power match 2018, and after 2 years, they grab go by Wataki, and when we talk, it's an Papa Dialef and yeah.
We say thanks to the collective effort of the Standing Together for Democracy Consortium.
Gallant civil society.
Then day, and the bad one then back day.
And we all know how we country done day now. If it's sweet, awa. If it's sour, you sabi. Now you hungry know if you dey eat bell full or you dey sleep hungry. You where you sus, now you go know if you dey born.
We the people ain't bang for help safe now. If we vote for good leader, we get love for the country and the people of Salon, we all go better. If we vote man we come for can't take, well, he left to me. Now we get for super.
Yeah, so Fambule, yes, we still apologize to Una again one more time because the feed still we struggle for cow the feed because of the internet connectivity downtown. But thank God we get able succulent people with huge experience, people with expertise, people with eloquency traits, people we know what's in the talk, people we matured, people with experience in terms of say I don't know issues there for then at the panel. Now big boost for we. Now let me jump quickly again to Mr. Brahma. What do you think about the statement where they go round at the social media regarding one minister, where Minister Sandy, is very dangerous. I just want to let you analyze this one for me quickly. Let's just play on for you because this now something they sent to me. Somebody sent it to me personally for a long time. I keep it, but largest player, Mr. Sandy, now one time a minister, lowly just listen, and perhaps this will be one of the bedrock. It will be like a clear motivation for we not get no second thoughts for his Marabio anytime. Please listen. Lord, listen this quickly. Lord can see if
no matter who you be, let me make salon and a beg. No lose where you follow, no follow. Who say you got the foot and a beg? No matter where you go, let me make salon and a beg.
Hey, I don't say I don't say any other government, but this particular new direction. Anybody will become distraction to this government. You will become that stumble block for stand in the way of this particular government. Believe me, 6 feet down, you go. Will they crush you? We don't really care what's the history gonna be. We don't care. If una get swear, Bible we don't swear una. Babe Kamada, all the swear the halaki, where they can halaki this country. That's halaki, that's swearing, I did follow una. Papa Shaki, that halaki, we can halaki self now. That's swearing, I did follow una. Una not sit down, una put sour for let go free una. Instead, una they go and follow the swear, una they chase them. When that swearing, I did care una go odo. But with the kill una. Anybody waiting before this particular government, where he say it will be that stumble block, it will be that distraction, it will hinder the progress of peace. Believe me, we don't care about the history. When the history come, when your time don't reach, Lord to come. But we will kill now. We mean them. And to a dog, bastard picking them. When I didn't know for cause trouble. When I see what happen, when I come on a Lusa, we crush una. When I come on a Mashaka, we crush una. When I come on a Tombo, we crush una. When I go come out na Padeba Road, we crush una back. Now when I'm Makini, when I don't go come back, we crush una back. Tomorrow, when I go come on a Cambia or Port Loco, now when I see, if we go bien, when we have been in a power, we give a chance. We be the demonstrator we must. We not go no side. We demonstrate that we heart. We give everything. We rule how we want. But when we don't, God don't make, we don't command with that tiffy. Now we don't want to give you peace. Come on. We the kill now let fall. We the kill now. Will not go stand in the way of this new direction. Say you hinder the progress of peace. You block that peace day. Let me see. And you want to learn from our past. All the side of one don't come out. Are they by the say come on and the come on see what the results. When I go that war way in Congo. That old way to call or Nigeria. Boko Haram, that the photo, that the horrible photo. When I go download all along, put them now on our head. When I make them put them on the t-shirts, when I wear them, let United Nations see them, International Committee they see them. Say na human rights violation, SPP they do. We don't care. Pastor knock them. We don't care. If we not say we not allow the people them for rule, for bring the peace to this country, we not say we not go hinder the progress of that peace. Anybody wait before that peace day, we kill them. That a long time. We have no mercy. We need to go behind. Now forward, bet. I don't know me own.
So yeah, so comrade, you can jump into this. How dangerous is it a policy of the government by sanctioning the killing of citizens, where they swear in the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6, that a minister, they say, then they kill. This not to paraphrase. That make most of the thing would be where they play the video, let people hear. But we can just buttress, bring can XYZ. I mean, just for we just analyze, because those days are gone where you go just come. You talk, you go away. You feel say like don't forget about that. Now, any way you talk on the internet, it's forever. It's there for generations yet unborn. How dangerous it is for? Is this a policy?
It is a policy. It's very, very dangerous for say that as a former minister, as a senior SLPP member. In my opinion, I think now one of the key man will destroy the nation for the past 5 years. It starts first from right when they try with the COI thing, where in name been the Professor Francis, they create a lot of issues. And this is a man he done this alone for a while. He claims saying a doctor, the lecture economics, not at the University of Sierra Leone, but you question your rationale. Sometimes when I'll see this, I'll listen to this audio, I see the video of itself, I can ask if this guy is mentally stable. Because somebody with mentally stable, you not go up you more talk. And as a matter of fact, Incessant mentioned the United Nations Day. Incessant talk and say, they don't care. So they know exactly what they do. They don't care whether they indict them in United Nations. In prepare for that, and then prepare for that, and that then demonstrate on August 10, where they kill with people them. Not something where they don't plan before they can have power. Not something where they have the aid. Not premeditated something. And it must face justice for that. If he thinks they will go away with it, he can't go away with it. But it started the whole process of this whole thing. What kind of grievance we get against APC? Because even last APC government, you not be minister there. You the very guy. You not be senior minister or two position there.
Yeah.
Then what you get against the APC people, all the northern people, them when you the incitement, it's almost like a tribal incitement. It's just that we people not to that kind people and they like that why for the serious war na salute to the recklessness of short people who get in our country. But he's one man we destroyed that country there for the past 5 years. And not forget no place na salute. Therefore lock him. Therefore jail him. Not for even go jail and not for count yourself na the egg, because the egg sometimes will get some side go leave. If for first trial na salon and jail and abandoned by old prison for then talk here. We need for come back. We need for stop this thing. Let we not go forward with this. If we say we just left them, let them do whatever they want for, do talk whatever reckless talk that they talk. Then when next government can, we just left them go. So this will continue. You know, go born good picking. If by God power when Dr. Samura come, people like we will lobby until they arrest them guy and face justice for that recklessness day. And because they talk and the first lady talk about mob justice, then two people and they create the mayhem na salute, all this killing, I'll tell you. With the approval of the president. Because if you minister talk recklessly like that, you the president for fire immediately. I think another guy again from Kona, I don't know who is that guy. He says use the same thing. He say anybody will not vote for President Koma on a video.
No, I get that. We get there in the. You know, so at one time, we suppose forget a program, yeah, and we'll do that
Mr.
program.
Kago.
They will go bring, yeah.
Yeah, I just
We'll go
want.
bring, we'll go bring all them killings in there. We go tally them. Let people and say more. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like waiting, Mr. Brahma be they say, you know, if this man they call himself Dr. Sandy, and it is Sidom, it blatantly they endorse the killing of a fellow human being. Let us put politics aside. You know, they think about yourself. How they why I take killing? It's like to them the life na nothing. Like what they say, like fall. Even fall self get respect the way then they treat Sierra Leoneans them. And after this statement, we saw several killings with impunity. I don't believe say nobody that don't bring to book for by-elections na Tonko Limba, local council elections, a council opposition for that matter, not to mayor, councillor, would-be future leaders were indiscriminately massacred. Nobody they not bring to book. After this statement, where this minister make, a minister will benefit. Did know the Danny BK government, some people can say, hey, make a lot of mistakes. Wasn't a mistake. Because all waiting BK want, now for unify the country, the memories of that 11 years civil war, they're still fresh. Now people in minds them. And up to date, it's still fresh. And this guy don't come, put an indelible scar on people and touch them now. It will take decades for let you and me forget then tear what happened in Salon. But because Evangelist Samson they talk, you get the right to criticize the government. Who said Mr. Brian Madeo, Mr. Alex there, Mr. Yusuf there, you get right. As long as you know point gun, kill person, or gun a slap. Talk what you want to talk. As long as you talk within the ambits of the law. It's your right as a citizen. But just after this statement from Tom Kolimba, for generator, mother BOD expenses, the way you don't incur for Canada, Brussels, on economic travels. Again, that one day they buy 4 types of that generator, then go kill, then youth man, then McKinney for. Just after that statement from this Sunday. Just after that statement, they went to my 91. They say I did the plan Jamba. I used to ask myself normally, na 91 no more, waiting who say President Bio Komo for say they know the plan Jamba de. So when the chiefdom who say Komona bond, they know the plan Jamba de. Whose partner salon de? Let's face reality, they know the smoke Jamba. Who say? Ide? You know they. I say for Jamba, they went to my 91, massacred. Now look at the geographical mapping, the killings of the killings that will take place. All who say the killings take place now. After the Hello, Mr. Kago. Mr. Alex, you mute, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You still mute. Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so let's just add something to this, before Mr. Kago come. You can only say the audience self did and the followers and the viewers and they watch. This tribal thing as alone. Now one thing I want to talk. Then get one old English idiom. They say where you hire kin and kith. Kin and kith mean where like people very close to acquaintances them. We hire them, put in a position with no merit. What do you expect? Them believe they can do anything, go sack them. You understand? So these are the sad part of everything. A very, very unfortunate today, na salon, politics, is driven by cultism and ethnic cultism. People and just think say if you then come out of the south or the southeast, now they need a power. Even if you then border within come out of southeast, now president, you do anything bad on a minister, they know for talk. It's very bad. It don't do for less ceremony as them put them country before. This party, region, or tribe thing is we for put them behind we. These are 21st century.
Thank you, Kalofan. Promotion. We got people like that for council to read. We got people like that for council to read. Dr. Samura Kamara don't talk. We got all the regions that are represented. Each regional chairperson within district, they get for council to read. But before we get to the region, we also get special thanks. And within there, we get the chairman of the consortium of progressive political party. We also are the chairperson for Unity Party, Madam Femi from your soul in the council to win out. Then we listen to Madam Femi from your soul. After Madam Femi from your soul, the regional chairman of the Eastern region, Honorable Mayaka Kai, you and your district chairman will have already come for council to win on behalf of the Eastern region. Honorable Mayaka Kai. Pia unakiweza marafiki wanasome tamtonishe.
Yeah, so Famule, we get small interruption there. I think the gentleman with agree the feed on salon mistakenly don't put the audio. Okay, she's back. Yeah, so Fambul, yes, we all lost this gentleman. Yes, comrade.
Yeah, Mr. Cabo.
Yes, anybody can jump in.
Yeah, I'll be the try for talk about still on this Sandy guy. You know,
okay.
I still want for briefly elaborate on them because they were they nose the seed of killing that salon. Whenever we talk, we not write them off. It's very, very important because then you say, Saloma, they forget quick. This time around, we not get no room for forget. And again, I want to reiterate now, I say, there is no room for a tit for tat na salon. Do me, I do you. You know the work. Where Dr. Samura come because that's the kind of syndrome when they go and preach outside. You know, when they go now the southeast, tell them people and say, where Samura come? Because of waiting the guys they don't do. The kind of people who they don't kill. Now then they find an exit route. You know, like when they say so Jamango na war front, the battle long tense. tactically the first way for withdraw with techniques, you know. You watch here, the man wait for EPAM for defend. You don't go. So you don't get no alternative. So that's exactly what did happen now with them guys here. Then they sought out an alternative avenue. How? For going to tribal rantings, for play with the people's minds. If they want to vote for them, they can't kill una. You brother na you brother. But this very brother, now they make it today, they go sleep na bed with hunger for 1, 2, 3 weeks. You know they eat. It then in office, AC the blower. In Pekin and they learn better book. You did the suffer. As I see another video, one young man, this guy, when you listen he talk, na man where they talk sense. Intelligent. This man, they don't diffuse them with a lot of pauper virus. Ratty. Few weeks ago, I swear them chap this young man. This are the tool that Mother Build use for massacre people. Now, the baton turned back to them. That's how you say, snake, anyhow you do on a snake, na grony day. You put on 50 teddy for them 50 times. And you know for make snake party. The day where he angry, he no get way for feed or not for feed, now you the bet. Now you the bet. A predator is always a predator. Think about it. Then guys say, yeah, these 5 years of mother we don't see. It take we centuries for make Sierra Leoneans forget. We they go generations and they come. More they come. Their history there. Because when they talk about Batman guy, we've not been there. Some of you not been there. But we made the histories them. The bad history, what they don't write now the history books of Salon. Now the same thing Mother Bill can replicate. It's the same thing. No difference. In fact, it can do worse. Because Albert Maga in term, democracy not be ripe so like they so now in the world. We not be get democracy in a salon. So you go look at it and say, yeah, that's they just try for us with democracy. We don't day in as a democratic state for over 20 years. The Mother Bill come back. He repeats the same thing Albert Maga been do. We take we into one party state. He can do worse more than that. And you get a minister like Sandy. He sit down in office. Now in office, you see the way they do the recordings there. He endorse killing. Imagine. Who they coach you now? Until una say una don't command that, who coach you now? Ebo, a whole cabinet minister. And the president, he encourage him. He not do nothing. If not this part of the world, he they go jail. He they go jail. He they go serve a prison sentence. He they go jail. Because you they harbor killing. He they pamper them. They put on a plate, they sell them out. Then we get people waiting in a salon. We're very, very okay with that kind of situation and they because in a Mende or because he's from the southeast. Mr. Brahma was sitting and Mama Mende. Why not they condone anything and they? And because this don't make we Sierra Leoneans. The concept about the normal salon person made the wish for make this tribe, this extra white tribe, done at that country they say. We speak one language. Between me and you. Because this part of the whole day, UK, we say this man sit down, where they talk to we. The English language and they speak. Time no day for this kind of rantings. Somebody go just come, feel superior over everybody. This part of the world, we say they Sweden are Swedish. Any say we go now Sweden are Swedish, they talk, or English. Na Germany, na German. When somebody can na Germany, it try for divide and try for bring calamity in the world, the Germans themselves do an uprising against them, Adolf Hitler. They don't encourage her. They don't encourage her. And today, even in history, they don't want to say, let anybody narrate in Germany. They don't want to let anybody talk about themselves. Because anytime where they listen, the former chancellor in Germany, where they talk, he nearly cry. It's anytime where you think about what Adolf Hitler do the world, they feel like for commit suicide, the mommy. That's the way where the Western world they and then kind of institutions and they will be expecting Mother Bill for 20-something years. You don't dare in the UK and America. If you don't at least adopt some kind of Western culture inside you, yeah, wait there yourself inside 1 year, you don't learn nothing. Then definitely in a mungu. And Mother Bill showcase exactly would I be. Imagine I make some people say, hey, this is not soldier. You go come, you do something different from other person. Discipline or start first. You know, Salon people and begin clap. This is my discipline. You can't discipline. Salon need a leader with discipline. Mother be way come. You know, FIBA like you get any soldier man doctrine self. You know, one day FIBA like the man we go to training school. Now, mother being in GBC, soldier man they sit down na state lodge, all gun they point up. Now video, they threaten civilians. Then 3 days after, then go crush over 300 protesters. Now, mother being regime no more. Now, mother being regime, you see, a minister recklessly they sit down in a ministerial office. They do tribal rantings. And he they boast back for kill in fellow Sierra Leoneans, fellow countrymen. Now, mother be no more. He not do nothing. Now, mother being regime. People like Fatmata Sawane, they go to Napna Pademba Road. 3 o'clock in the morning here in Lima. According to in audio, what we hear, and I voiced that one day. They go endorse killing and kill 79 prisoners. Now, mother be no more regime.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Andu. So, family, one open the line. Una go call in our WhatsApp. The number now you see on the screen, so now +380 977 518786. So if you want partake in the program, the line open now, you go call and we go put you through. Okay. Yeah, now we jump to Mr. Alex. I see you want buttress on this issue. It seems as if the rule of law is no longer in operation in Sierra Leone. President Bio, then creditor for be the president we can remove death penalty in the country. International community then present because the death penalty be done in our books for decades, and the West done they push we for a very long time for let them can take them off. It succeed for Pula. The 1965 Public Order Act, Part 5, President Bio remover, not to follow the Part 5, now just pull. Where if a person talk back then can even use the 1965 Public Order Act, then can use her for Muslim opposition for UKs, because if they interpret that one they force alone for you, even by holding knife outside in the streets of Freetown or anywhere, now a threat, then can use 1965 Public Order Act for even carry gun a court. But President Bio come, a remover. When we look at all this, it's good. But when you check, when these things were in the books, we were having death penalty when ex-President Bio and President Koma was in charge. How many state-sponsored killing were about? Imagine what we are having. But we get a president will remove death penalty, but under it countless. The states admit, say, then kill, the states now admit, so the states admit, say, then kill more than 38 people in a Pandemba road. What did they admit? Now they set their own commission of inquiry, now they remove, now they carry this statement, and now they say, this now the time where we not get death penalty, but we don't see more death penalty. Now, the time where they pulled the 1965 Public Order Act, Part 5, where at least freedom of speech for they everywhere. Now, the time we see the freedom of speech erode completely in the shores of Sierra Leone. Why may you to see they talk? Now, because we know they na salono. Now, because we know they na salono. If na salo be there, like, we level don't change. We level don't change. Even when we know they na salon, people and they, what they pay, them about and they pay when they get work. They can't cause we on social media. They harass we. Then they report we. Like me on account, so don't account many times. For let no more not talk. For let silence we. Yeah, imagine. Tell me about what's in the how you compare they were. One, this guy don't do this all, but it was past the. In fact, we're not for even church day. Perhaps if that let them be there, maybe sometime if for better. But how you go analyze these two? I mean, two statements, double standard. This person they do this and they do this. You know, it's just too dangerous.
For what I want to say, I believe say me. What you may think? What I believe. President Bio tried to abolish the death penalty because of what he don't plan. Now, so many think, oh, Because if a president come, they abolish death penalty. Then after that, they begin to kill people. Them, you know, kill people everywhere. Then believe because they believe say then people are not get for answer questions later. You understand? So that make me I believe say that make this man bring this this thing for abolish the death penalty in asylum because he believes say them people are not get for answer to nobody later. Then they kill out they want. Even the minister come, we all not see the video when he confirm him, he endorse him, say they go kill people and they go continue to kill if they stand them way. So me believe say President Bill, this death penalty way he abolish, you understand? Now a cover stand, he use as a cover stand for kill people them. For let them people away they don't kill, so they not go bring them the people they crime so they not go bring them to the book. This is not the reason. Because if they don't do an Napademba, they don't do an Atombo, do an Napademba road. We see after do an Atom Kolimba, do an Makeni, then come back after August 10, then do them, repeat the same thing. That means they know exactly what they do, and it's in that way they don't plan. And they believe say, and President believes say, then people commit crime here, maybe they don't go come, they don't go answer a book, they don't go bring them for justice, but they can't answer the crimes that they don't commit. So this is a kind of double standard, and that's why they go and praise this death penalty. As we see, when former President Nkrumah in power, we've been getting death penalty, but we don't see anybody they go and kill people them. We don't see ministers in Shibane they go and kill people them. You know, say because we not go answer question. No, not one. But this man can abolish death penalty in a salon. Then after that, we see in on minister they endorse extrajudicial killing before camera, before the whole nation. And later they even do implement them. We see and we hide them. We see what happened in August 10. Evangelist Samson and others. We see what happens. This for me is just a double standard. And we don't see say back when the President Biokana power. We see the deepening divide in the country, ethnic divide. We see the civil service highly tribalized. We see the deteriorating state of the rule of law in the country. The judiciary is not independent. Nothing like checks and balances. Nothing like separation of powers. All man they do what you want. If the President Bio they use the state institutions them, you know, for oppressed opposition, perceived opponents, and so on. So this is just a double standard. This government just come for come. I know which grudge we don't get against people them from the northwest, where they come for can implement. Because if a whole minister they make them kind comments there, remarks there against a particular group of people them, that means saying something they don't have on their mind for long, which is very sickening, and which is very, very dangerous for fragile democracy again as alone. Because me as for now, we don't even get democracy again. Since President Bio take power, since President Bio assumed office 2018, that from that day now we forget about the democracy. We see what happened in our parliament. What is them? Why we bulldoze 10 parliamentarians then? We see what happened in our constituency 110, where a whole minister toss ballot boxes then under the air, use them, then talks them, party talks them, beats people them, terrorize the whole area. We see them. Nobody come out for say anything. You understand? Don't this death penalty thing. Now just double standard, and as I put them, this now a cover stand for can kill people them. Now make this man remove the death penalty. That's what we believe. We see their supporters them go to Pademba or Sunday even where you not allow us alone for when the military camouflage or fatigue for begin to walk around. We see Famata Sawanebe they go around the country with military fatigue. We not allow. She's not above the law. Me now as a normal civilian, if I go around and preach right away military fatigue, they will question me. But why this woman when I a normal civilian just because he affiliates to the SLP party, if I military fatigue, they walk up and down at the country. These are some of the things, you know. These are some of the things where we talk about at the country. So this death penalty of a thing for me, I cover stand for can't kill people and I camouflage. It was something behind to kill people. You understand? So the situation is very difficult for people in our salon. We all see what's happening economically. The economy is in tatters. Inflation, nothing. We see the depreciation of the dollar. You know, so it's very difficult for our people economically. So if I don't stop there. So back to you, Andrew Kamara or Mr. Brahma Kamara. Una take please. When we don't talk this about you, I think
Yeah. To me, I can always say that a state of anarchy with deep and a salon. And from the word go away and kind of power, they enter straight into a state of anarchy. And hence the reason why investors don't go salon. Hence the reason why even the local investors, they move go Guinea, then go Liberia. Hence the reason why we face this hardship today. And not got anything for do with Ukraine. Sierra Leone oil not they come out from Ukraine. The oil they buy in Dubai, they come out. Okay, that we not they eat maize, salon, not to maize would they eat. We not rest would they eat. Rest not they come out from Ukraine. They come out from Philippines and other places then. Fuel price go up. Why? Because they put more taxes. During an Escoromine days, then give subsidies to fuel. And that make fuel being cheap. For any responsible government, when you say you're not a responsible government, you for able to take care of your people then. I listened to the clip where Dr. Samura declared himself a moment ago. He said that any responsible government, if you're able to take care of your people then, you know they can't put for them a plate, let them eat. But you therefore create that enabling environment where they make themselves, they're able to put for themselves in a plate. One, look at the fear force where they come. If you think say you don't put the taxi too much, they bought more than people cut them down a little bit so that the people say go get. But then they do them. Then they're able to encourage investors for Kana Salon. As me sit on so right now, Minister Leonian, if I want to go invest in a salon, now they are day, I not get for go invest. In fact, if I'm afraid now, so until this talk where I don't talk now, this podium. If I go salon now next time now, sometimes I'm a dead man. I know that. Because not the state of anarchy. Then they allow citizens for participate in politics. So in other words, we not get citizens then, Salon, because what it make you qualify as a citizen now when you able to participate in politics. This very government make sure say we're not able to participate in politics. I don't know if the guy still thinks say in a soja man, or he still thinks say now overturn government, or no all the people. In fact, say the one the way they say okay, I even say when they do PhD na Bradford University, which I doubt that. Because I don't know say I pull in first degree, I don't know which university go. I don't know say I pull in second degree, I don't know which university go. So I don't know how now it can do PhD. I don't know that. But look people in there now where they land book, we are surprised at them, where they surround this man. They're not able to tell them, say, this way where they go, it's wrong. Not also for rule a nation. When you see the whole SAPP thing, when they go up, they always they claim, say, they are educated people, then are educated people. Oh, APC not get bookman. But when APC kind of power, APC they rule the country, it's different, absolutely different from the way how they want to rule. Like you mentioned about the capital killing, like where then they execute people. President Nkrumah not being abolisher, never abolisher, but not ever sign any document for let them kill any prisoner. All in years now office and not kill no prisoners. All in year now office, you say then kill people in na Kailan. You say then kill people in na Kenema. All in years now office. He get empathy for him people. But this very guy within the power, so he wicked. He not get empathy for him people. And this guy is within the power. To me, I just see like I don't know the word war for use pandemic, but they're atlas. And right now they can loot the nation. Most of them come out abroad. Some of them, if you say we don't know, say and they buy their host then in England, we know we'll get the address there, we'll go keep them for them. Then go answer to that. Why then they pay you less than 3 million, you will buy 1 million hosts in England, you go answer to question to that. Then they can loot the nation. All this thing they do so put fear into people, for let people afraid so that they get access for loot. Like imagine if a president 4 years travel, 5 years travel, he make a profit of $4 million. $4 million. Yeah. And you know, easy. $4 million.
It's wrong.
Well, I know
it's wrong, man.
You know it's $4 million they do.
They do plenty. They do plenty in Comrie Primer. You know, one thing I want to talk about this traveling of the thing. You know, where people have begin to say President Bill they travel, people don't mean like that. But when you look at the amount of time that we this man don't travel, the number of times that we don't travel, if you compare them, President Bill don't travel past Obasanjo Obasanjo, excuse me, past Buhari in Nigeria and Akufo-Addo in Ghana. Combined.
Call the Queen self in England. We don't need
He don't travel.
years.
He don't travel past the all.
Yeah.
This man don't travel more than 300 times. He don't travel past the all. They went Sierra Leone and then talk about that. He said that they jealous him. You know, very petty. Very, very petty.
Because the level of thinking. Critical thinking.
Comrade, you know, say, even this trip where man they can Belgium, now leak the information, leak them, why them.
You see, I believe that.
Mother you don't travel, Tinana, I did the idea they travel.
Yeah, because the man, you know, I know.
There was a time he can Monaco na France. Before he might go back now. So like there be the confining trips them. But any side go where that they pick them up.
You see?
They waste taxpayers' money. Imagine the time when people in the diner salon of coronavirus. President Bio go na Lebanon, they say only money in WF. With a very big entourage. He go sit down there over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Somebody say where they be the right say missing in action. Yeah, Mr. Kamara.
Why is people in the suffer? They travel. Why is you people in the suffer? That's what I said. They are not a responsible government. A responsible government. In the UK, we see when a responsible government with the Urban Prime Minister, when he come, he say, they can cut tax down. He can enable. When irresponsible, now he says resign. He say, he resign and come out. Well, now these guys, they not get.
I think you not even do 3 months, not to.
No, they not do 3 months.
Imagine.
He not do 3 months. He resign. Now the right thing for do. But you know they can't. You say they will the people them where you begin to kill them. Now kill. Anybody will talk, you jail them. They put fairness into people
and
so that you have access.
Look again at the controversy. Now, Madam Bio, in supporters them know very well say, I talked to somebody very close to them yesterday. You know, and he tell me say, not to say we don't know say, Madam Bio not popular. We know. He said, but now they use the technique for less Samura Kamara and able contest. I say, are you kidding me? He said, of course. Now, fact.
It's a fact, Andrew.
So look what happened to you now, UK, Mr. Usayu and Mr. Yusuf Day.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson was the prime minister, not so highly influential.
Yeah.
They know all over the world.
Yeah.
He get all the power for call na maker, call this, that. He get party the way we don't make.
Yeah.
Because a man, the time Donald Trump be there in governance, that be in party. He get beaucoup party there. Now look, the time where the speculation be there, would that lady resign? Where this guy take over.
Oh, I think we get problem there with it. Okay, he's back.
Sorry, speculation be the go say Boris Johnson the for stand, not so.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we just see where he pull a press statement. Say not this time because he look himself, he check himself, he look at the opponent. He say this man in time. Straight up, he back off. Me once he don't shock why I see the news. I say really?
Yeah. Yeah,
he get beaucoup supporters. Madam, you know very well, very well because of hypocrisy, and he still get people out there now. Have power, you have salon for better. You did die with hunger.
Mr. Andrew, you think Madam, you no say they go? He no say they go. All this now where they do so now technique for loot the remaining of the resources as he been do 1996. They can loot the country. They can crack the country. They can finish the country. What I left, they can finish them. All in boys them. We know them. As I tell you, we know them because then they rush for England and America for buy hosts. Then busy they buy hosts right now. Not to one host, not to two hosts, one man they buy. And yes, then they buy more now for their retirement age. But we'll get the address then. I mean, this time we will set example in salon. We'll fet everybody will destroy that nation day. So the last bit, let this be the last time. Would that talk about mob justice if for face justice? Would that involve in killing person for face justice? Would that can buy us abroad? They must pull on you hand. Now the country money.
Where this guy take over na Zambia? Where this guy just take over na Zambia? Of recent, I see like they be get I think it was flooding.
Yeah, recently in Zambia, I see him. Yeah,
the flooding. I see the guy, the passion inside this guy, the president. You know, I see when loving people and the kind immediate response, emergency response, where they show. When I watch the news, I say, wow. If I just Zambia or Africa, not to Europe or not to America or not to Australia, I'm in Africa.
Yes, me family. We still a struggle for get the feed for them when they see what they happen. As you promise, this not live coverage we do. But all of these combined, I make today for let we talk to una say una need for see a reason. Una vote una conscience. If now this life we want continue for live, now we continue for vote the part where we don't continue for vote. But if you really need change, I mean. Positive change will go affect your life positively. You picking them, then now time is for make the best decision in life. Right now, if we're able to count for now this feed without any problems, but right now the person self will give you the feed in megabytes London. Can you imagine in megabyte London? London. In megabyte London.
Mr. Kago, look the irony there. Who say you see don't know to UK? Mr. Alex the Germany, Mr. Brahma the UK, Yusuf the UK, made this with it. Ufamul and they we, then they see we, not to show we no hiccups.
Yeah.
So don't just explain say salon. We need for think with people when they struggle really for sometimes, but to know
it's too much. It's too much. The struggle is too much. So family, if you take part in the program, I said the lines are open now +380 977 518786. You can see on the screen. So we'll go put you let yourself get you say.
Yeah. So Mr. Moderator, I get the question. So we're not gonna get any live feeds again from my colleague, yeah?
We never get nothing. I don't know if you go do me a favor and call him back behind the.
Let's try see whether I go call him and I will come back. I will get back to you soon.
Yeah, if we unable get now, we'll go wrap up the program because almost 3 hours we on sooner. 3 hours, you know, it's zero.
Okay, no problem. Okay. I'll get back to you soon. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Khan, you said can jump on this?
Yes, I will get issues as well with my phone because I know they are base, so my battery be the one die. But anyway, in regards to this all, we people actually get to see Samura as a savior for that country. They don't tell people that they promise we say things then go change, then count new direction. This is the direction we go save this country in 4 years' time. If you like forever. So if we people actually want a better change for that country, we not give them people another extended period. If not to that, like we waiting at them country, they will go now we country. We not go meet Salon Day again. And then self know that. Because we didn't wait now, we feel the pinch. We send money every day. We don't know how many. Like we now they feed we homes they under. If we plan feed £100 a month, now it's not possible again. It's not. They're not even argue you. You say they feel say it's not possible again. May you send £100. So it means it don't inconvenience me na yourself. So we people under, me, bro. If you ask me, I just they continuously until we get for getting conversations. There as time that goes on, make we continue for the talk to now. Because sometimes whenever you not go outside of salon, you go just feel say normal. We understand since most of we people and just they feel say all this, bastardization of the constitution, this, these arbitrary killings where they kill with people, and some man go feel say normal because of waiting, expose, see, go out. But some of we fortunate for see other countries them how they run smoothly, how then democracy they work effectively. A non-normal way people they go through. So if at all you then as alone right now you eat 1 cent for day, you feel say normal, a non-normal. How may you know that today say a non-normal? So Samura Kamara in track record, this not common sense. How many times you don't hear them say from the man we don't say in a public service? How many times you don't hear them say this guy don't thief how much money? Or they don't find him guilty of any crime of corruption so far? That alone don't tell you say this na man this way. And except you know Sabiam personally. That's for give you that courage. They say, somebody we don't day in terms of Salomon, he don't in the finance sector, he don't in the economy sector. You know ever a corruption business, even though they try for Guam pan corruption business, but they don't get no legal basis, they don't get no evidence to the effect. That don't tell you say this na possible what for men and give this country for rule. That country we need trustworthy people. We not just need people we go come on all then come they can make sweet smarts. Because at the same time they don't loot we up, we don't bring we to this mess we this for today. Do ya salon people me they continue for the big as this platform they talking point platform. We will continue. We go continue for the regional. We don't take in regards to that country they in go on before. So Mr. Cargo, if you ask me, I just want to give this point as I not be the just now. Sakago, you did it. I think say you don't drop off. So this is the thing, you know. We country actually they go down the drain every day. Salon we expect all the time from more born with the people they talk say, it go better, it go change, it go happen one day, things they go be better. But me man, it just they go bad to us every day.
Because the reason is when a government like Madabio and government come, all the program that we meet for go before it can be cancelled them. So when he cancel them, he therefore go start back all over. How can you meet a 500 million project? You can't cancel now. What about the employment? This is what I talk about. Government were not responsible because government were responsible. The main aim now for create jobs for people. Now they roll down one day for create jobs, for create that enabling environment, including the public sector, the private sector, let jobs there in the country, so that people will end up pay tax back to you, the government. Then you take care of the other amenities. But they lack that thinking they for doing. They don't know. You meet a big project, you cancel them. You tighten screw on the local investors then because you think say then they are against you where you campaign or whatever. Then on our way go Liberia or on our way go to other country. And SME is a very important for any nation. For any nation move go before. SMEs are very important. How do you do anything where you want? You feel say you write. You feel say you get sense. You cannot more with book or you not sabi. This book or you not sabi. Then you not for implement or you not sabi how for implement. You just flip flop. Sit down there, they destroy the nation. Then you want to let people can give another time, another 5 years. You think people will increase? No, we people are not crazy. We people will get sense.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, so Fambule, you know, no matter how you look at XYZ, up, down, left, right, middle, anyhow, this now the time this will for make an informed decision. For me, based on all which I don't look at, it not ever come to me as an obligation, as a duty, as a Sierra Leonean upon me. I never feel that with that now that say I get a huge role. I feel say now my responsibility for the survival of the country for let we change Madabio. When we start this project, the Talking Point platform, it was never about APC. It was never about political party. It's about Sierra Leone. But the way the country they move now, no, we get for like this former president of America, George Bush, will say either you there with them or you there with the terrorists. You know, for take no side. Middle where I think that was 2011 where Osama bin Laden, the Osama bin Laden bomb the World Trade Center, where they try for galvanize. It's either you there with the terrorists or you there with America. So you don't get that middle. So this don't make we don't get a clear path to either you there with Madabio or they deteriorate the country for it to grasp it back, or you deal with Salon. For me, this is not about APC. It's not about APC entirely. I'm telling you, it's about Sierra Leone. Anybody who support or want support Salon, now the time this. Now the time this. Because Sierra Leone deserve more. It deserves more. I mean, when you analyze the entire country, not enough. If we live like heaven on earth, look like other country there. Or we get more resources, we get more power, we get more manpower past there. How then they live? Look like country there. Dubai, 10, 20 years ago. Now country where the GDP, check the GDP, now be desert. China, roughly 30 years ago, China roughly. Then they struggle, see for it. Korea.
Mr. Kabo, yeah. Like when you talk about China, it just remind me about Indonesia. I've been do a research about Indonesia a few months ago. Singapore. If you talk about that belt two sided, that's Southeast Asia. Singapore now one of the best countries right now in the world. The best with a very good GDP. 50 years back, where we already get Samuel Timagai, Ukangi Albert Magai, Singapore be they under Malaysia. Then so far they move go Malaysia. Then I go meet Malaysia. They say they are Lord the under now. Not to Malaysia go grip the then go meet Malaysia. And one day Malaysia say they know they contribute nothing at the country which then decide for do. They tell they say what would you see? When I need for the outside of Malaysia, when I go back. So when they go to Singapore back, then go there on their own. You know, then sit down and think if we not take this country and put it at the center of our discourse, we put it in our heart, generations to come, then go still continue for suffer like how they suffer today. So people from all spheres of life, people across the globe, then come, then call them home. Would that be the America? Would that be the UK? They travel back to Singapore. Then sit down on a round table. They discuss about the development of that country. Today, if you get an opportunity, surf the internet and check about Singapore. If not the best country in Southeast Asia, now one of the best, Singapore. If not the first 20 countries in the world with a very solid GDP, it go day 21, Singapore. Now country salon be they far. Today, Singapore, now like we left no more salon, they go America. They can UK. They can Sweden. Very good country, clean. The life expectancy in Singapore, it even passed that of other top countries in Europe. Check the internet and prove me wrong. So nothing other way not possible. It's about the mindset, the way they think. Stop for think, say, once time if God did they like it thief take, it tire, no care. They continue for thief no more. Bindi bidding me, I know they help you. Else, the picking where you don't born, in picking where you get from come born. And then picking the generations to come, they go continue for suffer. And we all they perish, including me where they talk. What they talk now today, not so because of being APC herself, it's about Salon. If we keep quiet like what Mr. Kabo be saying, who say because of one or two way they happen, we know they talk, then Salon go continue for day in the rubbles. We don't want for continue for day in a state we are in. Hey, begin to ask, we say, if we be
only togetherness will make we 24. You know, I will work for you get for 939,000. I want to put this to Samura Kamara. That's 700,000. Western area moving now. For people who don't die. So we are going to seats of power. want to declare we support them, and we make sure say we support our colleagues. They're all qualified, but for all the term, we say are you. But you are this term and Samura Kamara in term. And above all, SFP Nigeria is 70 also. We serve the acts that Honorable Chaikoko. Honorable Chaikoko. Second one, they kill with people, and all the things no one. I know. Small team for the who understand. The very simple. If Chaikoko not be there at Parliament, we cannot fly on. Me and my brother, Mayor Abakilov can be there. The very first thing you lock up. Next 7 days, I will go Banana Road. You go for 8 days, they go for 11 months. We sabi them. So this man, on behalf of West Region and the people of Sierra Leone, I want us as president. Thank you. May God bless you all. May God make the one that will work for this party. Don't remember them. We remember you. Okay, I got one declaration. But listen to him. This man is APC man. But as soon as we win the election, I say, he can't join Samura Kamara. He may just have flag bearer. But I may talk for the much when I reach to him. He's clear. Super clear. I will say, you're not good time. I want the biggest kitchen. Over to you, sir.
One fast man to wear white. They see the talk. One commodities no. They talk no angle WhatsApp group. When I put Samura Kamara, we'll get case for them. As soon as I don't make a flag there, so we will get case for them.
Chairman, Northern Region, Ali Komona. Now it's right. Meanwhile, Honorable Komon-Tok Kamara of the Northwestern Region, now will not get the candidates. I make a deliberately put on our laps. Northwestern Region, when I get ready for catch up to we and tell me what you will do about Dr. Samura Kamara. If not a region already, Northern Region, Northeastern Region, Northeastern Region, where the regional chairman, they don't report for duty. I see Dr. S.S. Mara don't give me the salute. The tell me say they don't report for duty. Tonkolili Kwenadugu, Paraba from Mali, Northeastern Region.
Good on, Sabu. If you manage me from today, I can do life is good now. It puts me heavy one.
I've got the I've got camera. We get the politics and the APC. We will not get on side. And they are so everybody say we are in the Northeast, whenever they say the time, we get to Koili, Bomali, Kwayadugu, and Falaba. We have been there a show and a show there, Dr. Samura Kamara and we want to will become the next president of Sierra Leone. We don't move from endorsement. We are sure that the vote of the North will go fully for Dr. Samura Kamara. And this time, we are trying to say the percentage of North will go far more than what it will be 2018. So we don't care about plenty talk. We need at the North, we not get to party. Our everything that we get. So we say everything that one Lord.
Technical problems.
Hey! See! Okay, thank you very much. The colleague don't talk this long. You don't do the endorsement. I just want to do now a political scenario in Sierra Leone. Because me, a retired captain and a war veteran in this country, on behalf of all the ex-servicemen, I will talk back on behalf of UNA as well as Konadogo district and the region. In 1996, when I've been in the South as a captain, the people of Sierra Leone during the war, they been done tired with NPRC government. Not so. We drive up make all kind of tactics. That's a the man be on my boss. Now all be the work. We say election before peace, peace before election. One night the civilian and say no, Papa Soldier, he do so na good government or good power, not so. So we go na the power. Similarly, that the same situation under the country now, because of the political hardship, because of the intimidation, because of the human rights abuses, and because of so many malpractices in the country, the people they don't tire. And there is no alternative other than the APC. So therefore, everybody for come on board and everybody for support Dr. Samura Kamara, and only the APC, including the international community, then they know say it will take this country forward. But what I tell you now, today, the entire nation, even the international community, being an expert in international relations, what they also call international intervention. You will get your country if you not put close and it's our international community. They come. So when I feel saying that was more able to 2023 now with a life. This is the power, it is a fire, and will take out with your hand. Hello. We people of Komani, when I do Panama, we endorse Umora, we are Dr. Samura Kamara. I don't want to tell you why I endorse her. I was just telling you, I said, I'm the best man. You know, and also come over, you know, to man. That is man. Nobody is man. So therefore, we will continue for support and take Lona State out. So I tell you. Thank you. Now we can't get. Did I not make the statements and brief now? We can still plenty speakers. When they can't get the region, we got the presidential candidates. We see just our Western region pull close for Honorable Cherry Coco. Let me see if the Northwestern go can pull close for Dr. Samura Kamara. Northwestern region, Honorable Komon-Tok Kamara, the political mercy. I understand say the chairman of the Northwestern region not well, but the deputy there, Mahmoud Bobo Kabo, he can talk on behalf of the Northwestern region. Honorable Deputy Chairman of the Northwest, let me try, please.
Yes, I think we don't lost we don't lost we as a stand on tone we give the feed, the live feed. So Fambulin, probably Mr. Kanu, what you think? You know, if you say now we need for wrap up the program now, at least we don't have more than 3 hours. At least the people don't get the picture and low no bone too much, you know.
Yeah, like I say no more, bad, at least we don't exhaust we don't exhaust a lot, so we don't talk about many things them. And as you already know, Fambule no say this na things them, this na shows that we get for with the calm life to them. We go there for the engage them. Me no say we there with them, we there with the people all the time. And as you don't say no more, bro, we don't try today. 3 hours. And the network from Freetown from Salon not correct. No, they get them right. So you know bad, we can come to an end now if that's okay with you, bro.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So Fambule, just see if you okay. Yeah, I think my other guys in SSF probably I think they mute self. So Fambule, and that's how we go wrap up the program. Just like what my colleague don't say, once in a while we will come back here and we'll now go get the opportunity for understand the simple way, the simple analysis that we'll now be able to make judgment from. And we just want to encourage you to stay glued on this particular platform, Talking Point platform, TPP Leo. For subscribe, na free. You don't need for pay anybody, na free. And why for subscribe? For subscribe because this will make we bring Canton at the same video regularly. If we upload something, we're not gonna be the first person for now. And secondly, again, if you go be the first person for comment or like or share, or you will also be among the people that will support the message for Go. So we tell you plenty. Thank you. We go come back with another brand new segment. Until then, on a bye. Yeah, Mr. Kanu.
Yeah. Bye, Fambule. Take care.
Yeah.